Dub Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. 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 Touchdown, yeah. Touchdown, yeah. Touchdown, yeah.
Well, it's not exactly late night unless you are late night on the East Coast, but it's a little bit past midnight in the East, but it's 9:36 here in the West Coast, and we are at number 149 of the Mizzle and Dove Show. And by God, welcome, 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 welcome all. Welcome via the Instagram page. Welcome via Mizzle's Facebook, my Facebook, and of course our Instagram page, and of course our page here on YouTube. Welcome to 149 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. He's
Yes.
Mizzle. I'm Dub. And what in the hell just happened? What did we just watch?
Well, we didn't watch no defense being played, and the continuance of Curry and these ridiculous passes that make no sense without making the proper bounce pass or the proper pass. It's just ridiculous. I put the blame on Curry for this loss, for the simple fact of the matter that he turned the ball over in a crucial situation. And as you stated, Chris Paul was open at the top of the key. He could have easily stepped in and shot a jumper to make the game
Yes, he was.
game winner. But Curry, we live and die with Curry, and he made some
Yeah.
ridiculous
Yeah.
shots towards the end. Some of his threes were not spot up, set up, or whatever. And yet again, another double-digit lead blown away. They were up 18 with 6 minutes left in the game, and the Nuggets went on a 13-0 run and never looked back. And put a hand in Jokic's face, like put a body on him or something. Like, this man is a 2-time MVP. It's ridiculous. Time to fire up.
And a
on that.
Finals MVP to add to that.
Yeah, go ahead and put salt in the wound.
Well, here's here's how I look at this. In the third quarter, which historically the Warriors have always been a hot third quarter team
yes,
under the Steve Kerr era. In
yes.
the third quarter, the Warriors outscore the Nuggets 44-24 in the third quarter. In the fourth, Denver outscores the Nuggets 36-20. Hence the 3-point win for the Denver Nuggets. And oh, by the way, just to throw that in there,
I said we're up 18.
Jokic was one rebound shy of doing what he normally does. Missed it by one rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And he I'm saying Jokic missed his what he normally does by one rebound.
Just wakes up out of bed, decide to get a triple
But
double.
he said the bank was open.
Yeah.
Well, he missed it by one rebound, but nonetheless, the Nuggets show why they are the defending champions of the association. Their record now goes to 25-11. The Warriors' record now goes to 16-18. And oddly enough, with that, Jokic wasn't even the leading scorer on his team. The leading scorer was Mr. Gordon. He had 30 to lead the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I stand corrected. Jokic had 34. Aaron Gordon contributed with 30. He was the second highest scorer on the Nuggets. Murray added 25. Watson off the bench added 19 for the Nuggets. For the Warriors, Clay had 24. Curry had 30. Kuminga had 16. Sarge had 13. Wiggins had 11. Pazinski had 13. I mean, the Warriors had 6 people in double figures. Draymond's not going to help this team.
Yeah, that's
He
what I was
wasn't
trying to say.
helping the team before he got
Not gonna make a difference. He was hurting the
Draymond's
team more than he was.
Draymond's yeah. Draymond's not gonna make a difference.
Mm-mm.
He's not.
Honestly,
I mean, I
I would make
hate
him
to
come
say
off the
that.
bench. I would make him come off the bench. Let this young chemistry of this core go that's going right now continue to build. And if he wants to play
Yeah.
better, he needs to come off the bench and show that he has changed. Just because he's coming back, I'm not putting him back in the starting rotation. Yet again, I'm sitting here doing the show with my brother and not a head coach. So what do I know?
What do we know?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, and I mean, the question has been asked, and it's being asked: should the Warriors bring him back? And it's a lot of mixed reactions because, I mean, without him, the Warriors do not have four additional banners to add to that 74-75 banner before Joe Lacob and Peter Guber brought the team. However, one thing that has been the question, one thing that has been asked and rightfully should be asked, has Draymond shown remorse? Is he remorsefully sorry? Because I know for me, I would have been convicted the day after the 2016 NBA Finals after Game 7 when I realized it was my idiocy that cost my team a chance to go back to back. Even though he
yeah,
played fantastic, even though he played fantastic, and he was awesome in Game 7, did everything but win the game. But because he wanted to dangle testicles on Steven Adams and LeBron James with this team up 3-1, he's not there. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just Kyrie Irving and LeBron James just shoot the lights out in Game 5,
yeah.
which they when they both go over for 40. So, I mean, I don't see what Draymond can do. I don't see what Draymond can bring
Not
because
right now.
and by God, you're. But I'm just saying, if they bring him back, this is my strategy: make him mad, make
Oh,
him snap.
yep.
See if Draymond Green has self control because he probably does not. That's what I would do if I'm an opposing coach. Make him
Well,
lose
he
his
already
self
told you he's
control.
not going to change. He already told you that. So I don't I don't expect nothing less for him to try to be a model citizen on the court. But we know you are what you are. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Rodman tried to be a model citizen, and you see how far that went. So Draymond's going to be Draymond, just like we're going to see Steph Curry continue to make those type of passes. That's going to cost games. So they're not going to change.
Yeah, I mean, in every type of game, what makes you good will show out. Your flaws will show out, and that's
Yep.
just how it is. I mean, eh, who you brought to the dance is how you got there. Is how you're going to go down. How you lived and died all season is how you're going to win and lose, and that's in any sport. Does not matter
Indeed.
what sport you're playing. How you are and how the core of your team is, that's how you're gonna win or lose. And that's just the doggone bottom line. It just is. Um and I mean
Yeah.
it sucks because I mean, like I said, you look at most of the 18 losses the Warriors have had. I'm gonna say about 95% of them have been down to the wire losses. They don't get blown out.
Yeah. Or
They
let's
have
count
chances
this.
to
Count this as well. How many times they blew a double digit lead, at least being up 20 in the fourth quarter?
that too. That too. That too.
You know.
That too.
Well, of course, Kerr is always going to defend his players. He will never throw his players under the bus. Kerr has been that way since he's been the head coach. That's not going to happen. You know, he may say that Green needs to calm down and get it and check himself, but he will never ever throw his players under the bus. That just does not what that's not what Kerr does. So that you will never see that.
But all, but also at the same time, Steve Kerr needs to stick with his rotations and not necessarily
Yep.
stop what's working. Prematurely stop what's working. If you
Yeah.
got the young guys in there cooking, let them cook until they go cold. Let
Especially
them.
Moody. Moses Moody needs more playing time on the
Yes.
on the floor.
How many? How many times has Moody started to get it together, and then Kerr will take him out when he is starting to get that
Yep.
hot hand, and by the time Moody
Yep.
comes back in for a second stint, it's not there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. If you fire Mike Dunleavy Jr., who are you gonna hire? Give me a name right now. Give me a name
Really?
right now.
Really? Is that what we're saying now?
If
Are we
if you
turning to
if you
Steeler fans?
if
Are are we turning to
if you're
Steeler
gonna
fans right
if you're going to fire Mike Dunleavy Jr., who out there right now is going to be the next GM? Give me
because
a name right now.
Wes ain't coming back. Bob Myers ain't coming back. So you should keep somebody in the organization that at least knows what's going on within the organization. Do not bring nobody fresh in here that doesn't know a damn thing. No, no. So yeah, I agree
Oh,
with you that who you should bring in.
I mean, unless you're gonna put Mr. Lacob's son, Kurt Lacob, in as the GM, that's the only logical move that they can make. It's
That
his
doesn't answer the
first
question, Daryl.
season.
It doesn't answer the question, bro. You want him fired.
It's
Who
his
do you
first
want to replace him?
season. It's his first season. Give the
I
guy a
mean, hell.
break.
And wait, number one, I believe he drafted well. That young man out of Santa Clara is out there balling. He had a tremendous again night. And the Davis's son is out there balling too. So I mean, he did draft him. So what else you want him to do? I mean, get out there, put the uniform back on, and get out there and play. I mean, I can't stand these fans that want people fired in the middle of the season of their first year. Like, man, the man ain't even got the seat wet yet. You know, I mean, warm enough yet to sit in there to build his own way. This is still Bob Myers' team. Give him a chance to mold his own.
Yeah,
He
for the
was
most part.
this this was how this goes to this. That was Bob Myers and Dunleavy. They were like this together. So Dunleavy, I believe, will do a damn good job. We have never said anything. When me and Dub make an assumption, we're pretty much spot on. Detroit Lions, we told the fans to be patient. Okay. We told Jet fans to be patient. Bearing that they had Aaron Rodgers go down. If Aaron Rodgers don't go down, the damn Jets damn near win the division. I promise you that. They will be there. Okay. We said Dusty Baker or Buckethead was going to win the World Series once they took over a team. Okay. Dusty
Bruce
got
Bochy.
one and Bruce Bones got the next one. Okay. All right. I believe Dunleavy is going to be all right. As Aaron Rodgers would say to the Green Bay fans and media, RELAX. Relax. Give that man
And
some
another
time.
thing is we said last season when Mike Brown got hired by the Kings. Here comes the
Oh,
Sacramento Kings. And what happened?
they just won the division.
And what happened? Yeah, even though the NBA doesn't care about divisions, but the fact of the matter
Yes.
is, his first season in Sacramento, Mike Brown led the Sacramento Kings to the Pacific Division title.
And
Okay,
just ran across
Rome
a
was
Warrior
not
team.
built in a day.
Yeah. And just ran across a
Okay,
Warrior team that was a tournament.
Rome,
That was it.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, you have to give teams and GMs time
Dude.
to put their program together. That's why they always say year 3 is the year. If it's not there in year 3, then yes, start over and lay the foundation yet again. Now,
Yeah.
with that with that said, we're gonna segue from that team and talk about there's a team in Los Angeles that ever since they put up that banner for an in-season tournament, um they've played very, 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 very crappy, including
No, no,
last
no, no,
night
no, no,
when
no,
Duncan
no, no,
Robinson.
no. You used the correct terminology. They've been playing very shitty. Let's just get it right. Crap. That's giving.
Hi.
That's like putting like you trying to spruce up a turd, saying that they're playing crappy. No, call it what it is. They're playing shitty. It's shit on the court, and that's what the Lakers are playing. Okay, let's get it right.
Well,
Continue.
I'm just happy they're losing. I'm just happy they're
Uh,
losing. So that just that brings me joy. But
yeah,
anyhow,
all day.
um, Duncan Robinson could not miss anything last night as the Miami Heat sweep the season series from the Lakers with a 110-96 victory. And now there's rumblings saying possibly that Darvin Ham might have lost the locker room,
I wonder
which
why
is
how he lost
very, I don't
that.
know, but it, okay, so high tech, answer me this question. If they get rid of Darvin Ham, who is Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka going to bring in? That's my question. If they decide to go that route, who on the staff is going to take the interim job? Who
It's a good
possibly
question.
from that staff can take over the interim job if they do decide to go that route?
We also
Or do
have
you just let
Mr.
GM LeBron be the head coach also?
Well, he is the head coach. Come on, you know better than that. That's the why the locker room
Well,
is changing now. Is because LeBron is fed up with Darvin Ham. If LeBron is happy, the locker room is happy. LeBron's not
to
happy. The locker room is not happy. To be determined. I love it. I love it.
that's
Oh,
a
I
good
love it.
answer.
I
That's
love
a
it.
that's a very good
That's
answer.
a better answer than we got earlier about firing our GM. Tell you that. To be determined. I like it.
Well, I mean,
And no, to
well,
answer your question,
so
Mr.
switch.
Glass is not winning MVP. It'll come down to Jokic or Embiid or that young man out of the Oklahoma. That's going to be your candidates for the MVP this year.
Ooh, you're putting SGA Shea Gilgis Alexander in that category.
That young
Well,
man
you're
is
not wrong about
incredible.
that.
That
Well,
young man is.
but here's the thing, he's been doing that since he was drafted by the Clippers. People don't understand.
Yes, yes.
He's been doing this since he came into the league.
But it's good that he's
But
doing
the
it
one
in
thing
a
but the one
city
thing about the
that's not huge
oh
per
yes,
se.
yes,
So to see down
yes,
that platform, so that he's getting that
yes,
recognition. So
yes,
if he continues to
yes.
play the way he's playing, that man will be in the to win the MVP. And it's going to be hard because if Embiid continues to get 30, 10, and 10 in three quarters, that's hard to try to not give the MVP award to. But then again, if the man gets out of bed wanting to get, or you know who else? Now Luca will have something to say too, though. I'm not going to count out Luca. You could always put Luca in the top five.
Yes, yes, yes,
Luca will have
yes.
something to say because he'll walk out the
Correct,
bed with a triple
correct,
double as well
correct.
if he decides he wants it. So, but that will be my top four. There we go. I give you top four MVP candidates this year, very health wise.
And that's a good list. You can't go wrong with that list at all.
And I know I'm leaving some other players off, but just right
You're
now,
not
what
wrong.
my eyes are
So
seeing, that's my list of the top four right now. And I can't put AD in there because his consistency
you're
doesn't
not wrong.
stay the way it is. He's like, I can't do it.
Also, kudos to Shaquille O'Neal as the Orlando
Mm.
Magic will retire his number 32 on February the 13th as Shaq will join, I believe, Wilt Chamberlain and another gentleman as the only men to have their jerseys retired by three teams. Wilt has his 13 retired with the Sixers, Warriors, and the Lakers. And there's another person that also has that same distinction.
Oh,
That
nice.
is, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's just Shaq and Wilt. So Wilt Chamberlain is the only man now, of course, being joined by Shaq. They are the only two men that will have their jersey retired by three different teams. Obviously, Shaq has his 34 retired by the Lakers and his 32 retired by Miami. And now his original basketball home, Orlando, will have his number 32 hanging from the Raptors. Um, but to which I'm saying, if you're gonna do that, Orlando, you have to retire Penny's number one. You got to retire um, Dennis
Grant
Scott's
Hill.
number three. Uh, Yeah, you could put you put. Well, actually, you can retire number one twice because you can retire Penny and T Mac's number one because T Mac had some fantastic years uh, in
Hey, when
Orlando.
he wore that Magic uniform, it was just something about it, man. He just looked too clean in that Magic uniform, just gliding. Ooh, yeah. I like that too.
Also, 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 you have to retire Scott Skiles number four.
Or unless
And also,
let's
if you
Nick
don't know who
Anderson.
Scott Skiles is,
Oh, what a hell of a! Not only was he a
Nick
good
Anderson,
coach,
but
hell of a
if you don't
basketball
know who
player.
Scott Skiles could
Yes,
pass the rock. I'm just
yes.
telling you. He was a musician with the basketball with Scott Skiles. I'm just telling you. Go watch some film on Scott Skiles.
And he
Um,
was a good coach.
you're not wrong on that. Shaq does want to be an owner. Yes, he was. Shaq does want to be an owner of a basketball team. I won't put it past him. I think he
Hey,
he,
if
he wants
Shaq
to own a
puts his
team. So
mind to
why
it,
not?
he'll go to it. I mean, just look at all the. He is the Magic Johnson, a better version of
Oh
Magic
yeah,
Johnson when it comes to endorsements and all this stuff like that, and putting his name on things. I mean, look what he did with Papa
he's
John's.
resurrected Papa.
Yep,
He's resurrected Papa. He resurrected them. He
yep, sure
resurrected
did.
that pizza brand because that pizza brand was dead after Papa John said what he said, and Shaq has brought it back to life. He brought it back to life.
Indeed. Yeah,
So
yes,
I mean,
yes.
and not to mention Shaq DJ. He's a DJ also, so he's always in
So
Vegas
so
doing
you know that it is
like
perfect. You know, he'll probably DJ halftime at the own show, owning his own team. Free entertainment because Shaq's doing it.
I
You
wouldn't put it
tell me I'm
past him.
lying. Exactly.
No, you're not. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. I would not put it past him.
Yeah.
Would not put it past him whatsoever. Which, by the way, just to recap the rest of the NBA schedule, there was only one other game, and the Bucks fought off a great effort by the Spurs, or
That
as I like
was
to
so
call them, the San
great.
Antonio
Jimmy
Fundamentals.
and
Bucks
Giannis. Ooh,
got
that
the
was fun.
win, 125 to.
That was fun to watch.
That was a duel. That that was a duel. But Vassell led the way for San Antonio at 34, but Giannis had 44 of them buckets.
Yeah.
As the Bucks go to 25 or go to 25 and 10, Spurs go to 5 and 29. But Wimbayana, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Um, in addition to been out. But going back to yesterday's action in the association, which we had some fantastic games, a lot of scoring went around. Wizards beat or the Cavs beat the Wizards 140 to 101. Pacers beat the Bucks last night 142 to 130.
Took the
No
series 2-1.
defense at all played in that.
Excuse me.
Um, the no defense was played in Atlanta 141 to 138. The Hawks beat the Thunder. Rockets beat the Nets 112 to 101. Raptors beat the Grizzlies 116 111. Pelicans beat the Wolves 117 106. The Knicks beat the Bulls 116 to 100. Mavericks all of the Blazers 126 to 97. And the Clippers in the road in Phoenix beating the Suns 131 to 122. Um, There was absolutely no defense played in Salt Lake City last night
And
in
no,
overtime. The Jazz 154, the Pistons 148. As mentioned, Heat beat the Lakers 196, and in double overtime, the Kings did light the beam. They beat the Magic 138 to 135. So, just to give a list of what's going on in the association, standings wise, um, Boston still has the best record in the Eastern Conference. They're 26-7, um, which of course, much to the dismay of my co-host here. Um, Two seed is the Bucks at 25-10. Mizzle's beloved Sixers 23-10. Third in the East, Miami doing what Miami does. They're the fourth seed at 2014. Indiana, the 5 seed. Orlando, the 6 seed. Well, technically, Orlando, Cleveland, the Knicks have the same identical 19-15 records. So they're holding down the 5, 6, and 7 spots. So if we're talking play-in tournament, right now it's the Cavaliers, Knicks, Nets, and Hawks in the East, with the Bulls and the Raptors on the outside looking in. And of course, the Hornets, Wizards, and Pistons need Jesus. Over to the West. Best record in the Western Conference still being maintained by the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're 24-9. OKC up the rear in second place with a 23-10 record. The Nuggets, the defending champs, third with a 25-11 record. Clippers 21-12. Kings at 2013. The Pelicans at 21-14. So if we're looking play-in, it is Mavericks, Rockets, Suns, and Lakers, with the Warriors staring on the outside, the Lakers looking in. So that's what's on right now in the association. Standing wise in
look how the bottom teams, how
Western
like
and Eastern Conference. So
the Timberwolves were a bottom team, and now like a complete like how now the Mavericks are low. Who cares about the Lakers? It's I like the shift that's going on right now. They give this young talent, and don't sleep on the Spurs making a run next year. I'm foreshadowing. Don't sleep. Once Wemby gets his NBA feet, I mean he pinned Giannis. Get that shit out of here. He pinned Giannis. Hold on, come here. That's gonna be fun to watch for years to come, man.
They just inside the NBA just showed the Chris Webber rookie dunk on Charles Barkley 31 years ago in Chris Webber's rookie season as a Warrior, where he dunked on Barkley. Which, if you haven't seen it, go on YouTube and watch it. Which gave one of the greatest Nike barbershop commercials.
Yes.
When Webber said, "I don't believe in," or he said the quote of some that Barkley said, "I don't believe in role models, but you show is mine," which was a great Nike commercial in the barbershop days back in the 90s when we were kids. But
Yes.
to piggyback on what you said, and I'm gonna tap the mic for this, and I'm going to say this very slowly. As long as Greg Popovich is the head coach of the San Antonio Fundamentals, I will never, ever, 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 like Mike Tomlin, I'm not going against Greg Popovich. End of story.
Well, this year we are. This year we are.
This year, yes. This year, we are, yes.
But next year, he was a Warrior first. Then he was a Sixer second. And I think he came to the Kings after he was a Sixer. He was a King second, then the Sixer.
No.
I know he was Warrior first.
No, he was. No. He was drafted by the Warriors, got traded to the Bullets/Wizards, then to Sacramento.
There we go. That sounds
with stops in Philadelphia and Detroit in between before he eventually finished his career as a Warrior.
Didn't like it,
but
didn't want him.
But I will just say this. Well, his knees were gone anyway by the time that happened. But
for sure, that's why I didn't want him.
I will. But I will say this. That 93-94 Warriors team that won 50 games and eventually lost in the first round to Phoenix. I will say this. If the Warriors did not lose Tim Hardaway and Sarunas Marciulionis for the year, God only knows what could have been if you had those two with Spreewell, Mullen, and Weber. I mean, you put in Tim Hardaway
Right?
with Spreewell in the backcourt, and then you
Yes.
got a front court of Mullen, Billy Owens, and Chris Webber, and then you got Sarunas coming off the bench with his
Yes.
feistiness. Who knows what could a
Yes.
team the Warriors could have been? And
Indeed.
then somehow, if Nelly and Weber could have gotten along, then you add Ronnie Cycli to put Weber back in his natural position of playing the four. Who
Hmm.
knows what the Warriors could have been in 94-95? Because people forget, yes, they went 26-56, but they started the season 7-1.
Yep.
People forgot that. And then the trade happened. And then, of
Yep.
course, we know what happened after that. Don't need to go through the whole history lesson. Don't need to do that.
No,
But
lived it
howbeit,
already.
there, there is a national championship game being played on Monday night in Houston, Texas, at NRG Stadium, which pits the Washington Huskies at number 2 against the number 1 Michigan Wolverines. Of course, you can catch all that on ESPN. And thankfully, there will be no controversy. So whoever
None.
wins this will be deserving and will be the true national champion because it is two undefeated teams.
Yep.
Somebody will be 15-0.
Hmm.
We know that Chris Jericho is an innocent man. Okay, what did Chris Jericho do? Because
Not been as innocent.
I am definitely lost.
Before we show that, well, we're gonna show Greatest Show on Court '99, 2001. Yeah, that was some that. You know what? Yeah, yeah. That was the Lakers. That's when they were going up against the Lakers. That was some fun basketball to watch right there. That was exciting. I
The
don't like neither one of those teams,
the
but damn,
99 through
that was some good basketball.
the 99 through 2002 Kings teams were very fun to watch. But unfortunately, the referees had a hand in 2002.
Mhm.
We will forever say that. I don't care what Laker fans say. The
It
referees played a hand in Game 6 of that series,
was a myth.
um,
Did the
and that
dude come out and say
changed.
it was?
Yeah, Tim Donaghy. Yes, Tim Donaghy.
Yeah,
Yes.
admitted that he was rigging the game on purpose. So that sucks. And they were still tremendous.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
crazy that they were being messed with, but they were still good games. That's crazy. Robert Ory busting three
Yeah.
pointers. Vlade Divac doing this day. I mean,
Yeah.
what's that?
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Now let's get to this Chris.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
hearing some things about Chris
You're not
Jericho, but
wrong.
I never read no article about it. Excuse me. Are you looking up his brother about Chris
I'm
Jericho?
gonna try to see what Walrads is talking about. And
Yes, if
Walrads,
you
if you
can
have
just
some information that you can give us about Chris
yes,
Jericho, let us know.
we would definitely love to talk about
Because like Bemis will say, yeah, because I know right now the whole
it. Well, there was two fans
everybody
that were
wants to
holding
know the name.
signs. They were holding two signs at one of the shows, and they were some kind of controversial. How we feel about hockey? We're Shark fans, cousin. We love the Sharks. They're not playing very well right now. There's a rebuild year
Oh,
for them, so we're just gonna sit
okay.
back.
So
Uh oh, here we go. Information. Go for it.
and they just lost to the Jets. Okay, so this is from Ringside News. Um, supposedly, um, at Dynamite, supposedly, or the morning before their last pay per view, World's End, supposedly, some backstage stuff happened with Jericho involving female colleagues. Um,
Oh,
supposedly. Um,
oh,
Now I'm trying to get more details here. Um,
definitely do not
so
condone none of
supposedly
that.
Chris Jericho is facing accusations of getting physical with the colleague's girlfriend. Don't know if that is true or not. Again, this is allegedly towards Kylie Ray. Um, so this is really, really interesting. Um,
Yeah. If it's true, definitely don't condone that. Definitely doesn't condone anything of that caliber. That is not acceptable. So we got a Sharks fan, right on, cuz. That's right. It's nights. You know what? Nothing against that. Nothing really too much against that. And then we have head explosions because of
so
what Chris Jericho is. So yeah, if
well,
allegedly this was done.
I mean, giving this and given the fact that everybody is waiting for the names of Epstein's Island, there's a
Boy,
whole lot of stuff going on of accusations and alleged this and allegedly that. And I mean, really, truthfully, you just have to let it play out and
yeah,
just let due diligence do its course. Again, Mizzle nor myself are condoning anything any of these people do. Um, I mean, again, um, they're still waiting for the names to come out. EJ was, so they're not they've listed they've leaked out a few names, but not the whole entire list. Um, but supposedly that is supposed to be happening over the next few days in regards to that
they
situation.
sprinkled a few out though.
Um,
Of course, they're attacking the White House. You know, the first name that was dropped by TMZ, and TMZ don't drop nothing unless it's somewhat credible. First name that they reported was your boy Bill Clinton. I'm not going to say what Bill Clinton allegedly does or likes, but yeah, not that's if it's true, it's horrible. It's just horrible. I'm afraid to see what this list is going to be, but the industry is about to politically, and the industry is about to be shaken up right now with this list. If this is true, it's about to get real.
only thing I can say is just stick to the news and I mean, not trying to believe everything that they say, but I mean, you
So,
just have to take it for what
oh,
you have to take the context for what it's worth, and then you just have to apply your own thing to it and go from there. That's only truthfully what you can really do. Now, if this was Walter Cronkite reporting this, or Ted Koppel, or Dan Rather, or Tom Brokaw, or the late great Peter Jennings, then I'll say, you know what? Okay, then you can, those are credible names that you can trust. These other news anchors, maybe not so much. But if it
yeah.
was one of those guys previously mentioned, or from CNN, the late great Mr. Bernard Shaw, if it's coming from those guys, I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what? This is
Oh,
this
well,
is some
well, like I
credibility.
said, this comes from TMZ, and like I said, TMZ don't put their name on the line unless the information they have is
No,
pretty credible.
no,
They don't put out nothing false, so
yeah, if yeah,
that's pretty tough.
but that's just
If
crazy.
when they announce it, and I can't believe now. If I could be wrong, did we see that someone said Michael Jackson name was on this list as well? That he had something to do that with this as well?
Now, our good friend Country K did post something like that in his story, but supposedly from the article I saw, um, Michael did not partake. They just said they saw him there, but did not do anything. Um,
Okay, okay,
But
Okay.
like I said,
Now, now let's just say this: there could be some people's names on this list that were there just as to party, not to party and partake. I.e., what Cat Williams has said. And if anybody's seen the Cat Williams video, oh boy! But oh boy,
um,
yeah,
he went in on Mr. Smiley.
and Steve
Went
Harvey.
in on Mr. Smiley and on Mr. Harvey. See that's the thing. People like Frank Somerville will go search for the truth, and that's why
Yes,
Frank Somerville is not on KTVU channel 2 anymore.
yes,
Okay,
yes. I
you
follow
think
him
about
on
all you think about
Facebook.
all the news anchor you talk about all the credible journalists that are either retired or were forced into retirement, or unfortunately they're no longer with us. Like a
Well,
PBC,
I
like
got one
a
for you, Daryl. Let's try to get Dennis Richmond out of retirement.
right. Yes, Cat did go crazy, but it was a calm crazy simply because of the fact that Cat was just trying to partake in the truth. That's all. But like Cat said, the truth, the truth is not the truth is not going to be loud. The truth is going to be the truth, and that's a fact because he says, I don't know why people lie, but again, it would make sense because most of Cat's dialogue that he said in Friday After Next, Cat wrote that himself. A lot of his script was ad libbed,
but
which
the
again,
point
when
that
you're a comedian,
a point that he made that I excuse me that I understood is, could you see him playing the Santa Claus?
no,
No, no.
no,
Him playing that pimp was perfect. You couldn't see you couldn't see anybody else playing that character. I mean, you
no.
couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't see him playing that the Santa Claus. It was perfect for, especially when he put up that shirt and said extra small. Come on, that that was for you, bro. You did that. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I might have
that
to
was
believe Cat on this one.
all you.
I might have to ride with Cat on this one, and it's crazy because Cat has had some mishaps. I don't know about the hard drug statement, but if he say it, I don't know. Allegedly, but he had some mishaps. But I'm
Well,
gonna have to
well,
believe
well, well,
what some of the stuff he's saying.
I'm just saying. I was there live in Oakland for his comedy show when he went off the when he went off the Richter a little bit,
Hmm.
and he was definitely not himself. So it has happened, but Cat right now seems to be in a good place,
Indeed,
in a good place with himself, which is a good thing
indeed.
because Gary Radich didn't do news. He did sports, but
Yeah,
it
sports.
it would be nice to have Gary Radich. It would be nice to have Gary Radich back on KMBR. That's for doggone sure.
Yes, indeed.
I will always say that. Um, I'm still mad at the fact that they broke up Murph and Mac in the morning. I'm still trying to understand why.
Yeah.
Anyhow, here comes a big point of the season. Um, it has been said. It has been said. It has been said. And now, when one of your main captains comes in there and says, "You know what? Bring him along." Apparently, Devontae Adams is on the Antonio Pierce train of the head coach
Oh yeah.
of the
Not
Raiders
shot.
going into 2024. He has taken over. Again, by far his biggest win was beating the Chiefs on Christmas in Arrowhead, holding them to 4. That in itself, given how it could have been worse if, as you would say, McDumbass stayed on the staff, as opposed to where it is now. Obviously, the culture has changed. Obviously, Antonio Pierce, because he was a fan. Obviously, he grew up when the Raiders were in Los Angeles back from 1982 to 94. So he knows the brand. He knows what Raider Nation is. He knows the Raider way. And if he happens to get this win over Denver, which I think they can and will, I hope Mark does not make that mistake again. Because you saw how much Rich Bisaccia galvanized that locker room back 3 seasons ago, and they were in the playoffs. Now I know they won't go to the playoffs this year, but if they finish 8-9 with the way I mean, we can go back to that Monday night game against the Lions when it was really really bad. It was real bad, but yet Mark saw that there was no progress, and the players have ran through a wall for AP since he was given the interim position. And
What
I'm just
what
saying,
did I tell
if
you
you're
I didn't want
captain,
to see? What did I tell you that I didn't want to see after that game? There was one particular player that showed emotion in that game, and I said I've never seen that, and I never want to ever see that from him ever again. Do you remember that player?
oh, Devontae throwing his helmet down,
You damn right. That was
that one, yeah, that one.
to see. Yes, yes. I never ever want to see, and since then, even though there's been some games that were lost, but Devontae Adams has been seems like he's been in a way better place since AP took over. And and I've said it on the show multiple times. I'll say it one more time since we're talking about it, just for anybody that's been new, that's now watching this. Antonio Pierce has been coaching Josh McDaniels players and with Josh McDaniels coaches. I really hope, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed through the offseason, that Patrick Graham comes back again and coaches this defense. Don't change that because it ain't broken. Let that continue to build. The pieces are starting to come in. Clearly saw that one of the issue was Marcus Peters. What did AP do? He got to go. He ain't out there playing. He's holding up a roster spot, right? Get a
And he
better
got the pink
offensive
slip.
coordinator. Get a better offensive coordinator, or get an up and coming offensive coordinator that can run an offense, or just get a vet. Let AP, as you say, it takes 3 years. He got a piece of a season. Let him finish it out. Let him see let it. What's the worst that can happen, right? You already hired McDumbass, so let's see what happens if you actually listen to your players, if you listen to the fan base, because you obviously you listen to the fan base to a degree in your players because you saw the product on that Monday night. It had something had to change. Something had to really change. So let's see. We're riding with AP. We are so beaten, battered as a fan base. This is the first time that I've in years that I've seen this fan base united. In years. And we all want AP. You still got some of the fans that ain't too much football savvy. Talk about bringing hardball. Really, no. I think football has passed hard. NFL football has passed hardball. I don't think he can lead men. He can lead college players. I just don't think he can lead men right now. It ain't there.
Here's the thing with Harbaugh. Um, because here's here because the one thing Harbaugh wants is what he already has in Ann Arbor, which is control of everything.
Yep,
Mark, Mark, you can't do that same mistake again because you gave that to Gruden when you brought Gruden back for the second time,
it didn't work out.
and a lot of those picks that didn't, and a lot of those picks that didn't pan out. That's
But
all on
thank you,
Gruden, not Mike Mayock.
but thank you for Max Crosby.
Oh yeah, I mean
Thank
Josh Jacobs,
you,
Max
Josh
Crosby,
Jacobs.
Colton Miller,
Yes, thank you,
Josh,
Hunter
Josh
Renfro.
Jacobs, Hunter Renfro. Yeah, some of it did pan out. Yes, indeed. But however,
But before we continue, but I want to say one thing. I thank you, Daryl. Now my confidence level has went a lot higher that AP might get the job because you also said that the Kansas City Chiefs was going to win, and all you had to do was come on this show and eat crow. So when AP takes the job, I would love for you to come back on here and eat that same exact crow that you had to eat with the Chiefs game. So much obliged, my brother. Much obliged. Thank you. Cheers to you. Happy New Year. Yeah. Okay, Doug. What you were saying?
no, I was just saying some of the picks have worked. Um, but in hindsight, like for example, if it's Champs and AP show,
Oh, and yes,
um,
definitely keep Champ. Definitely keep Champ.
obviously,
I think he already had the job already. He moment Mark gave him the
yeah,
interim title. That was him giving him the job. Interview him, interview somebody else, get the Rooney Rule out the way, and just hand him the job. You already interviewed him last year before you hired Ziegler. So just go ahead and interview him, interview somebody else, and be like, "Yep, bam." And then let Champ go ahead and get his boy, which should be AP, and let's run this ship like how it should be ran, top to bottom.
well, that is the request of one Mr. Mason. But of course, he's gonna say, well, if you don't keep Champ, he's gonna call for Louis Riddick, and he'll forever call for Louis Riddick until that happens. But um, there's huge games with huge. Now, back to Washington and Michigan right now. It is the Wolverines minus 4.5. The over
Oh,
under is 50. The over under is 56.5. Um,
good defense, huh?
well, I mean, Washington can score.
Yes,
But if Michigan's front seven can get pressure like they did
yes,
against Milroy, because as you know, Michael Penix, it's all about timing with him, and he likes to get the ball out quick. If he can get the ball out quick to his guys like Ozadune and like Polk and like Johnson, it could be a factor for Michigan. But
yeah,
Michigan, Michigan wants to be physical, and like I
yes,
said, Michigan is playing for something greater. They are playing for their head coach, who was suspended twice during the season. So he missed 6 games out of the 14 that Michigan has played this season. Okay. That locker room is united. That locker room is really going to take, is going to run through that wall for him. Um, this is why JJ McCarthy came back. This is why Blake Corum came back. It's because they want
ooh,
to win
smart.
this because I mean Michigan has been on the cusp. They they've won 10+ games ever since Harbaugh's been there. It's just the postseason has not added up until now. Um, Even though, will it surprise me if the Huskies win? No, it won't because they are just as good. So,
Mhm.
but I've been saying this all year. Um, if my Bulldogs don't three-peat,
You
Michigan would be the
did.
one team that I think would probably take it all because of just
Yeah.
where they've been, how they've been, and just them being the dark horse. I think Blake Corum has to have a big game in the ground game for Michigan, because you want to keep Phoenix's possessions limited as possible
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because Washington can score. Um,
Oh, we've
so
seen it.
I think if you're, I think if you're at Michigan, you want to play Big Ten style football, which is use those big uglies up front and just wear Washington's defense down.
Now, do you think the quickness of Washington's offense will be a little bit faster for Michigan's defense, even though Michigan defense is fast, but you like you just said, Penix likes to get the ball out quick. There are little quick motions and a lot of RPOs. Do you think Michigan's defense can get to him? I mean, definitely if they do a play action and it's a maybe a 5-7 drop back, but if he's doing the three quick drops and getting that ball out quick, do you think that will frustrate Michigan's defense a little bit?
It possibly might frustrate them, yes, because I mean, you go back to the game against Alabama. I mean, in the first half, they were controlling the line of scrimmage. They sacked Milroy 5 times, and you're thinking, okay, Alabama was lucky enough to be in that game at the half because remember it was only a 13-10 lead for Michigan, but then
Yeah.
it started to come together for Bama, and obviously they ended up taking the lead in the second half until Michigan just would not be denied. Um, with that said, um, if Washington comes out to a fast start, which I expect them to, just because they want to try to make this a track meet, because as you know,
Yeah.
Michigan was in a track meet last year against TCU. If Washington can get successful in making that a track meet, then it makes Washington's chances go up big time. But
Yeah.
however, um, well, up until Monday night, you are correct. He has sucked in the postseason. But like I said, this particular Wolverines team is playing for a bigger and greater cause. It's not about, yes, it's about the national title, but it's not about the national title for Michigan. It really is not. It's
Mm.
about erasing the bad name that they're trying to put on their head coach. That's what it's
Oh,
about. And that
yeah.
whole city,
It's a great
that
purpose.
whole campus is rallying
Mhm.
around is rallying around that coach. The Pac-12 is dead, and it will die once the clock hits 0-0 on Monday. I like Washington. They're a good team. They've
This
earned
is hard.
the right to be there. But like I've been saying, the Michigan Wolverines are playing for a different cause, and that is a dangerous team when you have a team playing for a different cause.
Yeah.
That's just not
I
saying something.
get
That's
what
not
you're saying.
just saying something.
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that Washington is playing for the title. Michigan really, yet really, I mean, yeah, they want the title, but they really don't care about the title. It's about backing their head coach, and they're going to go out there on that football field, and they're going to run through that wall or whoever's in front of them to prove that Jim Harbaugh is a damn good coach, and they need to stop smiting his name. That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what they're playing for.
Yeah,
They're trying to they're trying to rebrand his name and make his name sound good. That's what it's all about.
yeah.
And
Something's
here's the
trying to
thing:
improve.
if Michigan was to somehow win the game, and you have to have the NCAA president have to hand him that trophy, he's probably gonna be like,
Well, what did Pete Rozelle have to do? Twice. No,
no,
excuse me,
three
3 times.
times.
Let's say what Pete Rozelle had to do three
Yeah,
times. Yeah,
he had
give
to give
Al
out Lombardi.
Davis. Yeah, and he didn't like it at all because he didn't like Al Davis. So yeah, that's
But
great.
the funny thing, but the funny thing about that is no matter what, despite how they didn't like each other, Al still gave Roselle his due and still gave him his
Yes,
respect.
yes, that well, that's yeah,
Um,
100%.
So I
But you
mean
know,
that
Roselle
does.
didn't want to give him the Lombardis, though. You and I
Oh
both know
no!
that.
Oh no! Well, no, well, I don't think it was necessarily giving him the trophy. I think it was more so he did not want to shake Al's hand because
Yeah,
if you go back to Super Bowl 15 in the locker room celebration with Bryant Gumbel back then of NBC Sports before he went to the Today Show,
yes,
um,
indeed.
to which I am saddened that they possibly not might be bringing back Real Sports on HBO, which makes me sad because that has
They
been a
just can't spare
fantastic
it.
show. Right,
Oh,
right, right. Which I'm not a fan of because Real Sports with Brian Gumble has been some fantastic
yes,
documentaries and
yeah, man.
interviews. And I mean, you want to talk about the whole concussion thing? That was Real Sports. Real Sports
Yeah.
on HBO brought that into the mainstream, brought that into fruition, and but anyhow, when Brian Gumble was doing the trophy presentation, you see Pete Rozelle with both hands handing Al the Lombardi trophy because he did not want to shake Al's hand, which was quite funny. But um, I think it will be a close game. I don't know about overtime, but I'm going to say Michigan by a touchdown. Um,
Michigan by
because like I said, Michigan by a touchdown. Just because I mean, it's hard to just try to contain Michael Penix for all 4 quarters. It's just hard. I mean,
well,
he's gonna get his regardless, but it's making sure that everyone else doesn't go off.
honestly, I'm gonna give you two picks, and this is because you're
Okay.
getting two picks because this is just I don't really care about it. I'm going to say Washington is going to win this game, and this is my pick. This is what I'm thinking. I think Washington will win this game. I just think Michael Penix might be just a tad bit too much for that. His movement in the pocket, the way he can scramble and get out in these situations. I think the receivers will help him out. And the other pick is, and the reason why I'm picking Washington on top of that is because if Michigan loses, Harbaugh will stay at Michigan, and I can get my AP pick to be head coach for the Raiders. That's right there. Now I can see Michigan winning this game just for the simple fact of the matter that I believe their offense can do can push Washington's defense a little bit, like vice versa. I think Michigan's offense can be more physical to Washington's defense, to where I can believe Washington's offense might can spread out Michigan's defense a little bit more and push the ball downfield. And they will use Penix's legs a lot in this game. They will be smart to use his legs in situations to use his legs. And I think the running game will help that out to get the receivers open downfield for Penix to take the chance to go over the top. This is going to be a tremendous championship game, and I'm glad that we got something new, something fresh.
Yes.
Me being a
Yes.
biased fan, I would have loved Florida State to be in there. And you can sit here and talk to me about Florida State all you want to. None of their starters played, besides one player on defense and none on offense. Miss me with that. But this right here is good. We don't have Alabama. I mean, I know you want your Bulldogs in there, but it's good to see something fresh. And so I'm gonna be at work, but I will have this game in my ear and I'll be paying attention. And I can't. And hopefully we'll talk about the game after it happens. But I think I'm gonna go with Washington on this one. And I agree with you with the passion that the Michigan, but I think that passion is gonna cost them the game. It might be a little too much that they're trying to do to prove the NCAA to leave them alone. They should really be focusing on just playing this football game, then playing on the football game and proving something to the committee. And that's where I think Washington will take advantage of that, and they'll come with a good, crisp game. But it's going to be exciting. I don't know about overtime, like you say, but I believe this will be
Yes.
a good game, and somebody's going to make a play.
Well,
Whatever,
no.
whatever defense gets the
Well,
first turnover or gets a turnover, that's cliche, but that's I believe that will make the game.
well, not just that. Whoever controls the line of scrimmage is gonna
Yes.
win it. But obviously, that's here nor there. But switching over to the other football league that wears pads and helmets, um, there's still a lot on the line in the NFL coming for Week
Oh, baby.
18. Um, of course, we got two games starting on Saturday. Of course, the Steelers and Ravens. Looks like the Ravens are going to rest their guys because the Ravens do have home field, as the Steelers will try to get their 10th win and possibly try to sneak back into the playoffs again. The other Saturday game is the Colts and the Texans, 2-9-17s. Um, and of course, a lot is pending on what happens in Charlotte between the Buccaneers and the Panthers, because, as I asked last week, does anybody want to win the NFC South? And of course, you gave the infamous no answer. But I mean, those are some games with some huge implications. Like I said, we know that the Falcons and Saints, that's a big game for NFC South implications. And yes, sir, our good friend, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, our good friend of the show, Mr. Country K. Always good to see you, brother. Always good to see you.
Yes.
Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. Um, no,
Happy New
I
Year to
don't
you,
agree
brother.
with Steve Young. No, no, yeah, no, yes. Happy New Year to Country. No, Daryl, I don't agree with Steve Young. Brock does not need to play. Brock has
What
nothing
for?
to prove.
You did what you needed to do.
Home field is wrapped up.
Number one seed.
Home field is
Yes.
wrapped up.
Yes.
You rest. You rest your stars, and you give them an extra start. You give them a head start on getting that week of rest. Because, like I said, the Rams and Niners have nothing to play for. They're both in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Rams are either going to be the sixth or the seventh seed. That's not going to change. The
Yes.
Niners are not losing the one seed. That's not going to change. So you know what?
Jobs.
You just play the game as safe. You play the game as safely as you can, and then you let the chips fall where they may. And welcome, Corporal. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Good to hear from you too, sir.
Yes. Thank you for chiming in.
So yeah, we were just talking about the preview. We were just talking about. Of course you would say that, Kay. Of course you would. Of course you would. You, you, you wouldn't be Kay if you didn't say that. Again,
That's
by
right.
if you haven't yet, please, 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 please subscribe to our friends, the All Pro Jaffos, JP, Country K, and DJ Matchsticks. Please, 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 subscribe. Go to their page on YouTube, which is the Pruneda Brothers Productions page on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share. Me and Mizzle, literally, we live for the back and forth between K and JP. It is high quality entertainment. Definitely looking forward to tomorrow's show with the All Pro Jaffa. So again, please, 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 go to the Pruneda Brothers Productions page, like, share. More
Yeah.
importantly,
Let's get them to
please
500.
subscribe to our good friends. The All Pro,
Let's get them.
help them get to 500. Subscribe. Like I said, it's the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. They have
Mm-hmm.
some good stuff with JPK and Matt Sticks. Of course, Mizzle and I have been privileged to be guests on the show many of times. They have both been guests on our show many a times. So, like I said, we are just trying to promote our friends and get them out there. Please like, share, subscribe to the All Pro Joffos on the Pruneda Brothers production page on YouTube. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Now,
Yeah, we don't have StreamYard without.
huge applications. Yeah, it's because of them we're on this platform called StreamYard. Well, Daryl, we're trying to work on getting sponsors like the Joffos have. Um, we're working on that. Stanley drink.
Yes.
No, he's gonna have tequila and Michelob Ultra, and somewhere there might be some Crown Apple. I don't know, but that's here nor there. But implications involving the playoffs as it stands right now. So here's what we do know. We know the Dolphins, Ravens, Browns, Chiefs have all clinched playoff spots in the AFC. We do know the Bills and the Dolphins will decide who will
That's gonna be
be
a
the
good.
6th seed and who will be the 2 seed
Mm-hmm.
um, in the East. So that's a big game there. But again, Miami losing Baker and losing Bradley Chubb for the season at this particular point in the season does not help their defense, which is why I think the Bills will circle the wagons. Because you would have to figure Tyreek would have to go off on a big night, to which he is not that far from Megatron's record of 1964,
Well,
1,964 yards as far
what
as
would
the
he be this year?
single season. Well, you're not wrong on that.
He get
You're not
2K, he
wrong.
wins it hands down.
But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And Country K is one of the guys that said that he is possible to get it, so I wouldn't put it past him. Um, the playoff scenario in the AFC, which is huge, huge, huge between the Colts and the Texans on Saturday. They both have identical 9-7 records, but basically, I think the winner here. Well, speaking of your beloved Miami Heat, Country K, thank you for beating the Lakers last night. Um,
Yes,
and they did
gives
that
us.
without Jimmy buckets. Um,
Yes, gives us great pleasure.
it seemed like everything. It seemed like everything that Duncan Robinson threw up, it was going in, and then Bam was being Bam. And oh, by the way,
Well,
Tyler Hero still said that hey, I can still shoot the rock. So yes, thank you, beloved Miami Heat, for beating the Lakers last night. Um, as he hits us with the Waldo Geraldo Faldo from Family Matters. Like I said, big implications on Saturday. Colts, Texans in a rematch. Um, like I said, right now the Colts. Oh baby,
ooh,
but Colts Texans coming in, huge, huge, huge game. Um, that is the nightcap of the Saturday matchups. Of course, we got the Steelers and the Ravens kicking it off. Of course, the Steelers trying to get to their 10th win of the season and possibly try to squeeze in that final wild card spot, which is probably tough not to do it because if Houston wins, more than likely it will be Houston in the 7th spot and not the
yeah.
Colts. So right now the Colts really control their own destiny per se. If they win, they're in. If Houston somehow gets the win, they're in. And there's that. Um, in the NFC, pretty much everything is settled with the exception of one spot, which the Packers control their own destiny. So you got the Packers, Seahawks, and Saints all in the rear at 8-8. Now, obviously, if the Packers beat the Bears on Sunday at Soldier Field, the Packers will get that last final spot, and that's
Mm-hmm.
that. So you have the Seahawks on the road, I think. Or no, they're at home, I think. Yes, they're on the road in the desert to play the Cardinals. As we know that. We know that the Buccaneers are playing the Panthers. And very simply, if the Buccaneers win, they will win the NFC South for the third consecutive season.
Well, they should, right,
And
Kay? They
obviously,
should, right?
Baker
This
Mayfield has
game
a lot to
seems
do with.
like
Yeah.
a cookie shot, right? Okay,
Okay. Are you sure this time, Denzel? Because the last time I sent you a link, you went right to sleep. So we do have some guests that want to be on the show. So, guy, you know what, Kay? Save that. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna try to get some guests on here so we can possibly make this a panel. Stand by, stand by, stand by, stand by. Hold on, guys, because we're always ready to have guests on the show.
getting a lot of deep.
So you never know who's gonna pop in. Of our all of our fans, all of our subscribers. To those that just recently subscribed to our channel, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. Um, it is great quality entertainment. Um,
It is, but I'm glad that you are
so
saving a bunch of money by switching to
yeah,
Geico. Thank you,
we
thank you.
come on. Don't do me like that. Come on, let's go.
See how to take care of some
Go
bills. Real quick.
go through. I said.
It must obey, right? What you say?
Okay. Hey, again. To which again, welcome. Uh, um, for those that are watching us on our Facebook page, on Mizzle's Facebook page, and my Facebook page, and of course, Instagram Live, and of course, on our YouTube page. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By God, welcome all to the 149th edition. We are one away from 150.
Well,
That's
dang it, we got
insane.
to make this show happen soon. So some sports need
That's
to happen
highly insane.
real soon.
Highly insane, big time. But
And we appreciate you being a subscriber since December. We hope you enjoy the content that's presented in front of you, and we only strive to get better each show that we do. Uh-oh. Seems like we're having some. Okay, there we go. There you are. You back? Hello.
I would hope so. You know,
It seems that you are.
technology sometimes just likes to be a pain, just be a thorn in my side, like Paul in the Bible. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. But no, well, I was kicked out of the building and was trying to bum rush my way back in like I'm Mr. T from the A Team, like I'm B.A. Baracus. So no, I was not trying to leave my own building, for crying out loud. Um, but anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, joining us, I think, if he decides to turn his camera and his mic on.
What's the word?
Oh, there you go.
Hey, what
Mr.
the fuck is this
Denzel Daniels
bullshit?
is
Hey, You gotta warn me when a John Elway is gonna join the show.
Hey, just 3 Super Bowls. Nothing
I
crazy.
don't give a damn about the Super Bowls. Hey, the last time y'all beat us? I'm gonna ask this question.
Last we been
When the last time y'all beat us? When the last time
2015.
y'all beat
What
us?
about y'all? 2015.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, hold
So
on,
it's good. You can go ahead. You can go ahead and wear that embarrassment. Then it's good. It's okay. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
hold on.
Uh, what the hell is this shit here?
Right here,
Oh boy.
Okay,
right
Oh.
here.
that's cool. That's
Oh.
cool. I live in the present. I live in the present. Y'all ain't beat us in what?
We beat y'all
When the last time you beat us?
this year. We didn't beat y'all swept us this year.
Nope, bruh.
Did y'all see?
Derek Carr has owned y'all. I'll just leave it at that.
He ain't there no more.
And I proved my point. We still beat y'all without him.
What place y'all in right now?
It don't matter. We'll see Sunday. I would love for you to bring the same energy Sunday after we send y'all back to Colorado with an L.
But when
Come
we
on.
draw, I promise you I will. I
There
want
it is. I appreciate it. No, all jokes aside, welcome to the show. I just saw the donkey. I just saw the donkey on your emblem, and I was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
Hey,
So,
what's great is
if you gonna come on my show with the Bronco shit as a Raider fan, it's coming. So I hope you can take it.
what's crazy is my dad and brother, they're Raider fans.
Well,
I
right.
I love Peyton Manning. That was my guy.
Respect.
So, and I didn't want a team hop, so I'm like, okay, I'll just stay at the Broncos.
Respect.
You know, because I went
that's my cousin here, Raider fan.
All right.
That,
let me take this hat off then. Hold on.
Hey,
I ain't trying to get ganged up on.
No. We just show the comments that's on the show. He just so happened to be a Raider fan. My bad.
I think the Raiders' biggest problem is the secondary. I really do. That's that. Hey, chill. That's what's stopping the Raiders, in my opinion. It's the secondary. I didn't think it was Derek Carr at all. I feel like what Derek Carr did wrong was he forgot that y'all had Hunter Renfrow. He wanted to get the ball to Adams every time.
Well, that's anybody that's gonna play quarterback. That's he's gonna be the number one target, regardless.
But share the love. Renfrow,
I agree.
My MVP of my fantasy league the year before Adams got there. So I dropped him again. He ain't getting not 100 targets at all.
Yeah. I don't know how quick he got lost.
So Desi, let me ask you this, being that you are a Broncos fan, what is going on with the situation between Russ and Sean Payton, and why this possibly could be leading to an ugly divorce?
Yes.
Peyton never wanted him. But you got to remember also, Russ was there before Peyton got there. Russell isn't
correct
the quarterback for that system. If you saw on Sunday what we did, I mean, that's the backup. Let him get a quarterback in there that he likes. It could be we could do something, but I wasn't surprised if I could pay Russ too much money from the get-go. What did he prove? Because I mean, when he's in Seattle, you heard the Legion of Boom saying, "Look, Russ is not it." And they were saying that for years. Even after Sherman left, they were saying the same thing. When Cam Chancellor retired, he was saying the same thing. You know,
that is facts.
You're not wrong. So okay, so
he's not a quarterback. I mean, the last time we were good, we had the sheriff in town. Remember, they was going crazy when they had Teddy Bridgewater. Like, we played the Jets and some other sorry teams. We started playing competition. It came out. Teddy's not the quarterback that we need. Russ not the quarterback that we need. We need a system quarterback.
Do you think that's possibly in the draft? Or is that
it won't be in the draft?
Okay.
Peyton, so you guys are going to go eventually.
Peyton don't like that.
Yeah.
Like I think I think who's the guy who's the backup there right now in New Orleans? Not Jameis, but BYU kid.
Taysom Hill.
You take
for us.
Well, he does know Sean Payton's system. He does. But do you think he can carry a load a whole season though? Because he's a more of a gadget, more quarterback.
Hi-
I mean, he does have an arm.
He's a hybrid.
Gonna take this away. But
All
do you think he can carry a season?
our biggest problem, I would say, besides the quarterback is, and let me know if I'm wrong, I don't think we have a true number one receiver. I don't believe that. I don't.
Here's what I say about that because
He can stay healthy. He can easily be your number one.
that's
Honest,
Who?
that,
that's a big if.
No, who? I didn't hear you.
Cortland Sutton. Sutton.
Sutton.
Yeah, I think if he stays healthy.
He's just he's a big body. If I'm saying when it comes to running, like he can run every route in the route tree, he can't do that. Like we need someone who can like literally take over the receiver room. That's what's gonna come down to. We don't have. I mean, you got Jerry Judy arguing with Steve Smith. He's giving him like great advice.
Yeah, that was bad.
okay. First off, Sean Payton is not going to waste his breath on Cam Newton. Let's just get that out the way right now. That's not going to happen.
He's not.
Cam Newton is done. A team would have to be desperate to bring him on their roster.
He don't like diva.
He's done. And ladies and gentlemen, from the All Pro Joffos, Mr. Country K, welcome to the show, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought me in at the right time because I feel like I'm the Cam advocate.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I am the Cam Newton lawyer because I'm confused. I'm confused which quarterback would go in the Patriots system that would make that shit storm good.
Russ.
Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. That's what y'all speaking about.
No, I ain't talking about that, Russ.
I think he's talking about Mr. Sierra.
I'll tell you this right now. If we can trade Russ for Mac Jones, I'll do it right away.
Kurt Russell?
Right away.
Holy fucking smoke.
Right away.
So wait, you say trade for Mac Jones?
I will take Mac Jones. He's a system quarterback. I'll take it.
You know what? As a Raider fan, I'd be like, bring it, bro.
It's just like Kirk Cousins.
I won't deny that trade.
Holy fucking
Don't
smoke.
I won't deny that trade.
Just
So,
Max killing Mac Jones twice a year. I'll take that.
I'm assuming you're a Broncos fan, brother.
yes, sir.
All right. So here's the thing. I speak truth because I'm a Tampa Bay fan, and I've been a Tampa Bay fan. Like I sat through 10 years of bad quarterback play before we got Brady.
Oh, here we go. Here
yes,
we go.
Indeed.
Jameis
Winston,
Jameis
Winston, and Josh
Here
Freeman,
it
but
comes.
that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. So please take this with full understanding that I mean this with all love. Y'all don't got no fucking receivers to rush to throw to. So like, what do you expect Russ to do?
I said that.
He said that. He already admitted that. He said they need a number one receiver.
Well, why would you get Mac Jones and he in the system right now where he's showing you he can't do shit with no receivers?
Because you got look at how Mac Jones played. Look how Russ plays.
Similar. Kind of asked me. Russ Wilson's a little more nimble.
Hold on.
How do you say
to be fair with Russ has showed improvements with a better system.
Facts.
With a defense.
He beat the Chiefs.
Who?
The Chiefs. Don't do this. Don't do this. He beat the Chiefs. Granted, he got 70 put on him, but that's neither. That's really on Sean Payton. So
we need a system quarterback. That's all. I mean, if you saw the game this last Sunday, even the highlights, that's all it takes is a system quarterback. Get like a Kirk Cousins, just a game. Like what Cam say? A game manager. Give us a game manager. Don't the game. Don't put the game in your hands. Just make the right throws.
I think you got to follow where the NFL is going right now. It ain't with the stand in the pocket quarterback. It's the NFL is trending towards more get out the pocket, make the throws on the move. There's no situation quarterback no more. There's a few left in the NFL, and that's not working out pretty well. If
I
you
hate
can't get
that,
out the pocket to be moving,
I'm sorry, Dub. I got to do it. The NFL is moving like that, and what Brady doing in Tampa Bay? Got the ball out of his
Well,
hands.
but what I'm saying is he was the last
so
one. He's the only. He's the only one that can do it, and he ain't there now. So we ain't talking about what happened. We're talking about where it's going now. We're not going
I
backwards.
think it still can be done though.
well, hold on. I mean, since he mentioned it, I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit really wasn't working. Like it wasn't working for us. That's why Leonard
At
Fournette
first,
had to like actually. I'm talking about even the year we won the Super Bowl. It
uh-uh.
wasn't working that year. We were 7-5 before we went on that win streak.
Look at what Brady
So,
was in those games though. He's looking out at a wristband. When has Brady ever looked down in a wristband? Ever?
well,
When he
yeah, you
when
got
he
Brian
Talking about his
Leftwich.
knowledge on the
You got
calling
Brian
plays.
Leftwich trash
about
run
He
our
won.
offense, and he had to modify it.
when he went to Bruce, he said, "Hey, bro, I need to run my plays," and they start running his plays, and things turned around.
That and Leonard Fournette started running the ball better
Bro,
because
that
Brady
was
was still throwing high rate.
a
We
great
was
pick.
having close games.
That
Like
was
the game, like to prove your point and mine at the same time. Look at when we played the Giants that year.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones almost beat us.
True.
because he
So
got.
Brady
You mean
did.
for
He
instance?
did
No.
have like things changed, but Leonard Fournette really had to come into play. Even right now with Baker, we're
Yeah.
only advancing because of the advancement of Rashad White.
Yeah.
Dude
Yeah.
said Rashid and been messing me up since I've heard him say that. I heard a dude say that like 2 days ago, and he messed me up.
I have been a huge Rashad White advocate the season
Yeah.
before this year because I'm like they
Mhm.
need to play him more because the game he had in Germany against I believe it was Seattle and Kay, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yes,
but the game he had
that's
in
right.
Germany against the Seahawks, I'm like, can this young man get some more PT because Fournette looks slow, Rashad looks fresh, and lately he's ran the ball very effectively, and he's quietly not that far away from having an 1,000-yard season, which he could possibly get Sunday against the Panthers.
Yeah.
Well,
I
all right.
believe you.
Yes, you're
You
right.
said that on the show.
But the only thing I disagree on was on the season. No matter who was at running back, we weren't going to produce because we had a right tackle at left guard. And I swear to you, every single defense used to tee off on Luke Gedeke. And I hated Luke Gedeke last season. But I love Luke Gedeke this season because they put him at his position. They put him at his position, and he is balling. He mean, he nasty. I love it. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just think we need a better quarterback. It's not going to happen in the draft. We don't need to draft a quarterback. We're good on that. I feel like we need to. I think everything we need to be better is to go in free. It's in free agency. Get a true number one wide receiver. He don't got to be crazy
no.
good, but just get something that he can control that wide receiver room. Like I was pushed for DeAndre Hopkins. I wanted him bad
That would have been a good pickup.
because it take the pressure off of Sutton, off of Patrick, off of Judy. I mean, because if you think about it, even look at Judy at Alabama. Judy wasn't wide receiver number one at Alabama. He had Devontae Smith. He had the kid from the Raiders, Ruggs.
Yeah.
And then they had that tight end that they got from Utah.
Yeah,
I can't see
well,
that.
I agree with you. I agree with you partially. And the only reason why I say partially is because y'all owned by Walmart, but like let's be clear. Walmart rolled back prices every single goddamn day. So they motto ain't splurging, my guy. I promise you. Like, hey, we need luxury items.
Done.
Look,
You so crazy.
Hey,
Well, I guess ladies
I
and
agree with
gentlemen,
you fully.
okay, from
I
the
agree
jump
with you
off.
fully. But y'all, honestly, I feel like y'all whole offense needs to be rebuilt. But y'all paid Russ $250, and you probably should just stick with him.
I mean,
I
but
agree. Y'all need to draft a receiver or draft old lineman in the first round. You got it. I feel like old line probably. Receivers you probably can get in the second round because there's so many. But old lines for sure need to be addressed.
Yeah,
No
because the
matter who
free
you
agent,
got at quarterback.
I can't see a
the
receiver.
free agency,
Go ahead, Dub.
free. No, I'm just saying the free agency right now for wide receivers is really not all that hot. So here's what you have right now going into the offseason for free agents. Obviously, Kay wants Mike Evans back in Tampa, which I think that's going to happen. But
should
you got
happen.
Odell, Curtis Samuel,
No.
Tyler Boyd, Cedric Wilson, Kendrick Bourne, DJ Shark, Jamal Agnew, Paris Campbell, Miko Hartman, Braxton Berrios, Jakeem Grant, Nelson Aguilar, Josh Reynolds, Randall Cobb, Marquise Brown, Calvin Ridley, Matthew Slater, Noah Brown, Matt Collins, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, Ray McLeod, Laviska Shenault, Trent Sherfield, Marcus Goodwin, Chase Claypool, DeAndre Carter, Van Jefferson, Chris Moore, Sterling Shepard, Nick Westbrook, Scotty Miller. So there's really not many sexy receiver names for free agents for this upcoming offseason.
I'll take Pittman right away. Pittman's is the number one wide receiver.
You're not getting Pittman out of Ursay.
No, I was saying like the ones that sound good. I'll take.
You said to get one. Yeah, he is a number one wide receiver. I do agree with you on that one. He can run the route tree pretty damn good. So yeah, I do agree with that. But yeah, I agree with Kay. Ursay ain't letting that happen. He'll be a horseshoe. They'll franchise him before he'll leave up out of there.
Yeah. The only way Michael Pittman Jr. he don't stay in Indiana is if they end up getting Marvin Harrison Jr. That's the only way he don't end up there.
Yeah, I can agree to that one too.
That's if the Bears don't draft him first, because the Bears are on the clock.
They should and just ride with him with Justin Fields.
They definitely should.
But didn't he say his NIL money he'll make more from the NIL deal than he would in the NFL?
Is he a junior?
You're not wrong.
Is he a junior?
You're not wrong.
That's crazy.
You are not wrong on that. Hold on.
He'll make more money on his NIL deal than his rookie contract. They're already foreshadowing where he will drop in the draft before they even. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Some of these kids they go to the NFL now.
Yeah, I mean,
that was
the reason back to LA.
Now, what was that? Excuse me. What did you say, Al?
Back to LSU. She make more money in college than she's gonna make in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole different conversation, to be honest with you.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah. I mean, as far as Marvin though, that's funny that he's pulling the same thing as Buddy from USC. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, yes, he is a junior.
Okay. It should make your money. One thing I wish NFL would change, what college does, what NBA does, when they have these workouts, these college players that say they want to declare for the NBA draft, they do their workout. If they don't, they can go back to college. If it don't go good, I wish the NFL would do that, just so they can see where they're at. If they're not ready to come out, or if they thought they was ready to come out, but by that workout they was not ready to come out, they can go back to college from.
Technically, they have avenues that you can kind of do that. Like you can go do it. You can go do a combine and then you can go back to school.
Yep.
Like that you know what I mean? Like you can go check that kind of stuff out. Like me and one of my co-hosts, like the third, he doesn't do it, but the second I just convinced him to do it in my last year playing. I play semi-pro ball. Okay. And through semi-pro ball, like after my third season, I tried out for the CFL. So it was able to get me certain things because they hosted their tryouts at my team's home field.
Okay.
So they had like a whole partnership. So and that was just right in Vacaville because I was playing at Vacaville Christian High School. That was with y'all, with your guy Lavelle.
Ooh, Cowtown.
Wow,
So
that's
Oh, the
crazy.
simple one.
You
yeah,
know,
that was my that was my teammate that same year that I did that tryout.
Wow.
So
crazy.
yeah, I was able to get that. So they have other avenues like kids. Like we have a guy on our team right now. He's 17. He's dual wielding right now in a sense. Like he just finished his high school season for his senior year, and now he's playing semi-pro ball with us, doing all of the spring and stuff like that. He has school Monday through Friday, and then he comes on Saturday with us. He coming out there playing and getting training and stuff with grown men, hitting contact. He played in that Christmas game that Mizzle came to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you got kids that are like they're developing at least in football, and overseas in Europe they have the NFL Academy.
Yeah.
Because Destroying was over there, so they have avenues now where they're improving to try to compete with other sports that are like having their own camps and warehouses and factories. Dang, that was the word I was looking for. They having their own sports farms and factories and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
What's the next topic? Man.
Oh yeah.
So real quickly, gentlemen. Real quickly, we want to get your guys' thoughts on Monday. Washington, Michigan. Who do you like and why?
Yes. Floor is yours. We spoke our piece on the game. So it's on you.
Go ahead, country.
Oh no, you go first because they know how I feel. I'm on both sides of this. I'm on both sides of the barometer on this one. You go first, bro.
So I'm from Michigan, so that's why I'm like, go ahead. I can't even lie to you. I didn't watch the Washington and Texas game.
Oh, it was one hell of a that was one hell of a game.
Went off. I saw that for sure.
That was a good game.
You know, I watched the Alabama
Well,
Michigan.
Penix was slinging that. Penix was slinging the ball against Texas.
Oh yeah.
Texas had chances, but I think the two turnovers definitely did not help in Texas' favor, and Washington took advantage. But go ahead and continue your point.
I think this is Michigan's year, and I think Michigan wins, and Harbaugh leaves and go to back to NFL.
Damn it! I need to hear that. I don't want Harbaugh coaching the Raiders. I don't want that.
He's coming. I really do.
I don't think he'll go to Vegas. I think he'll go to Inglewood.
Herbert?
Because supposedly the rumor is he has a hard on for Herbert.
Yeah, well, good.
And plus,
go there.
and plus, Dean Spanos is just idiotic enough to give Harbaugh what he wants, and that is control of everything.
Oh go ahead and go there. Fuck that organization up. I'm okay with that.
No, but I think I got Michigan. I just feel like these last 3 years, I feel like it's just their time. I think it's their time. I really do.
All right, okay.
Well, before you came on, I said that Michigan is playing for a bigger and a greater cause simply because of the fact that Harbaugh has been suspended twice.
Yeah.
6 games total out of the 14 that they've won. And like I said, they're playing with a purpose. But I'm gonna go get out the way because I know Kay is gonna bring some passion. So Kay, the floor is yours, buddy.
Go ahead.
Go, Kay.
All right. So all right, I kind of want to comment on the first stuff, the Chargers thing. I feel like you overall, Mizzle, you're right, but in the immediate, you're gonna be mad and wrong as hell. Because you gotta remember Harbaugh's curse and Harbaugh's gift. The Niners showed you he's gonna be nice as hell the first 2-3 years, then it's gonna end horribly. So those first 2 or 3 years are gonna be amazing in San Diego. They're gonna probably sweep the Raiders. They're gonna
And you're
probably
absolutely
beat
right.
Kansas.
I don't disagree with that. Not at all.
So I think that's how it's gonna start, but I think it's gonna end very, very bad. But to get to the game, my boy Khaki Pants, man. Hey, my boy Khaki Pants. My boy Khaki Pants be out here. My boy Khaki Pants be wilding out. Then he won the game and then went in the camera and was like, hey, Khaki Pants be wilding, dog. Khaki Pants be wilding. All right, so look, I think I really believe Michael Pena is gonna win the game on last second touchdown, or like put him in position to get a field goal. I really feel like it's gonna be some last second Washington gonna win. Because the offensive line of Michigan gonna command them, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. I feel like it's gonna be an adjustment after the second half. I mean, after halftime, they're gonna come out in the second half and it's gonna be a different ball game. Like Washington gonna be able to get their style off, but in the beginning, it's gonna be Michigan just dominating on Streer like offensive line play, because that's what they've been having the last like 3-4 years. Their offensive line been nice as hell, so they've been kind of nice. I still believe Khaki Pants win or lose going to the Chargers, because I feel like that's the right team. I believe he was going to the NFL regardless, because he's trying to evade the rest of this stuff.
You're not wrong on that either.
Well, I did agree with did say that Penix would have a good game. I do not believe that Michigan's off defense they will get to him, but I will believe they're gonna get the ball out of his hand real quick. And then the running game is set up him trying to drop the ball over the top a little bit more. But yeah, you had me over here cracking up with the Khaki Pants, man.
Hey, that's been my name for him since the Niners. Khaki Pants. I seen
that's
him.
all he wore was Khaki Pants.
My man be having nice pressed Dockers. The doggone, the wick resistant lightweight. I already know what he got going. He get the lightweight, wick resistant. You know what I mean? The peated joint.
Hey, what a brand every game.
Bro, he put that light starch. He don't get the heavy starch. He makes sure he get that can, the light blue can, not the white one, the light blue one. He makes sure to get the light starch, and he hit them bad boys with the polyester setting. You can't even go to the regular setting. You gotta hit the polyester setting. You can't be all the way hot.
No, you can't hit that cotton. Can't hit the cotton.
You can't get the cotton. You gotta put a polyester, and you gotta press them boys straight smooth.
And you gotta hit the steam button though. You gotta have that steam button.
Hey, bro, the steam button is necessary. It's almost mandatory. I feel like he broke his shit. He broke his shit. Hey, he broke his steam button and he counts his swipes. He swipes them down. His wife do not come in the room while he's swiping down on his pants. She know that now. They've had a situation before.
I can't stand you.
I love it. I love it.
And I'll tell you right now, not one of his kids ever in life is gonna wear some khaki pants. Not one of his kids. Now, I promise you, they gonna get married. His kids gonna probably be hippies. They gonna get married in sweats. Like, it's gonna be vicious. Oh.
Nah, but I want to see the game. I really do. I think Michigan's gonna try to overpower them. I really do. I don't know if it's gonna work, to be honest, but if Michigan lets them go by 2 touchdowns, it's gonna be a long game.
Yeah, I believe each team can get up on each other. I just think the quickness the offense Washington possesses might be a little too much for Michigan's defense. Because, like you said, Michigan's going to come aggressive, and I believe Washington has that offense that can counteract that.
Yeah. Yeah, but nevertheless, I'm
You're not
excited.
wrong,
That's for
but
sure.
this is where Blake Corum can play a huge role in this game,
I agree with
Yep.
that too.
as he did late in the fourth quarter and and in and in overtime.
Gave him the ball back to back play.
You possibly could get a huge dose. You might could get a huge dose of Blake Corum and Edwards in the backfield for Michigan in this game because they might want to try to limit the touches that Phoenix has for that Washington offense. They might want to try
Yep.
to, I guess, speed the game up per se with their run attack.
Michigan should speed the game up. Should they slow the game down?
I'm speeding up by what I'm saying. Well, I mean, a little bit of both because they probably want to try to possess the ball as much as they can and not give much time for Washington to have possession with the ball. So, I mean, but also JJ McCarthy has got to be better hitting his targets because he did have some ugly ducklings thrown in the last game against Alabama. But I think if Michigan's defense can get pressure like they did in the first half on Milroy when they had 5 sacks, which they had 6 total in the game, because when they needed that one big sack in the fourth quarter, they got it. But I'm saying if Big 55 for Michigan can get through with pressures like he did against Alabama, he might set the tone for Michigan's defense, and Michigan might follow after him. So I mean, it's as they say, styles make fights. Obviously, when you think of Big Ten football, you think of big physicality with the offensive line and defensive line, of course. When you think Pac-12, when you think Pac-12, you think finesse and speed. So definitely, it's going to be like whose style will impose their will on one another. That's what's going to come down to. And like Mizzle said, whoever makes that first key turnover, and more importantly than that, if they convert that into points, that could be the difference in who's walking out with the Dr. Pepper National Championship trophy, as then they'll go to 12 teams starting this upcoming season.
Man, that is.
And I'm just waiting for the first 2 lost team to be like, well, we should get in there too. I'm waiting for that with this party of 12 that's coming up later on this season.
Everybody's gonna have a complaint.
Where's Washington going? Are they sending the Pac-12 or are they leaving?
No, they're going to I want to say they're going to the Big 12, I think.
Okay, with Colorado?
I think they're Colorado, Utah, Arizona State are going to the Big 12. Hold on. No, wait a minute, hold on. No, I think Washington's going Big 10, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on.
Oh,
I'll give you
boy.
I'll give you the right answer in a second. Hold on. Okay. So the new Big 10. Okay, so the new Big 10 starting this year in 2024.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Before you go on, Dub, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My little big brother, our little big brother, the one that does the intro for the Mizzle and Dub show, Mr. Really Real himself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have asked, and by God, the time is now. So by God,
yes,
welcome.
Sir. Thank you.
So who do you got for the
next
title game? While Dub looks up some information.
Say it again.
Who do you got, Washington or Michigan?
I'm going Washington. I'm gonna be the underdog. Okay. I got Washington for sure. Because the hype of Michigan is just way too much right now, and the quiet team always wins. When you out there, playing and doing too much. Look what, I'm gonna say this. I hate to say it the way I'm gonna say it. Look what happened with Deion. He was at Colorado. He won a few games, and guess what? Didn't go well. So I'm gonna go with the quiet team. I'm gonna go with Washington.
Yeah. Nice.
No argument out of me. Shoot.
Definitely arguing out of me on that one. That was well spoken.
It was definitely.
I learned from the best. I got
what?
two big brothers that keep me on game, so I gotta keep up with y'all. So I gotta put my 2 cents in when I can.
Well, that was more like a quarter than 2 cents.
Yeah. But y'all know I'm the contrarian.
Yeah.
No.
I'm the,
Excited for the game, but I don't know.
I mean, I agree with everything. I really feel like
Mistake.
I don't know about the Deion thing though.
Mhm.
That's the
Well,
contrarian part of it.
He was just hyped
I
up too
wasn't.
much. It was more about Deion, not more about the school. It was all Deion. They wasn't talking about the players. They were talking about Deion.
Honestly, I feel like he was doing that to basically umbrella the kids. If you really look at it,
Yeah.
Because they could have really went at all of them kids individually, even with all this going on. They just went at coach. They didn't go at the players. Like Shador playing bad, they could have just went at Shador, like how they was doing Lamar Jackson when he was in Louisville.
Ooh.
Right.
After Lamar won the Heisman, they was on this man's neck.
But
Yeah.
you got Shador throwing up the Rolex and stuff, flossing. You losing, bro. You not playing good ball.
True, but that wasn't him. That was Rick Ross made that. He made that up, and he kind of embodied it after that. So
you
had a celebration.
But he's a grown man. But he's a
True.
grown man playing football. Play football and do all that stupid stuff later. You still in college.
I mean, legally he's a man, but he's still a kid.
I mean, I agree with you. But it's still, he gotta have fun too.
Yeah.
You can't eliminate the fun out of the game. Like the kid gotta do that.
So
if he's more on the Cam Newton side of the game, then I can't fault him for that.
So name one other player in college that was flexing a Rolex in the end zone the other opposing team.
I can't do that, but I can name a bunch of flamboyant players that still was successful though.
Oh yeah, that's flamboyant, but nobody on the sideline is
say his daddy.
Even before the game, you're wearing jewelry. Like Deion did it differently. I get that.
Really,
yes, sir.
Last season, Marvin Harrison Jr. wore a damn Apple Watch in the game.
Yeah, that's stupid.
That's true. That's true.
That's stupid. I get you that one. You got me on that one. I give you that one.
Yeah. I'm not saying that at school he saw Rolex, because if you notice they be getting that jewelry stolen every away.
So he had to wear it. He had no choice but to wear it.
Low key. Hey, low key.
That's true.
Hey, since they was in Jackson too. Hey.
Yep.
But
I gotta take my words away too, because Deion had a whole goddamn music video and hair and shit. So yeah, I gotta renege on that one.
His dad did, and he just replicating what his dad did. Just a little more flamboyant. That's all.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you in those, I feel like the fact that they in Colorado, they gotta do all of this. Like it can't be back to play. Like if you look at it, but I'm saying though, like check it out like this though. And you got USC, LA is marketable. You can tell kids, hey, you gonna be in LA. You can see LeBron, you can see everybody. Miami, marketable. Florida State, same thing. Alabama, you gonna win. Georgia, you gonna win. You got all these other places where I said Miami because you got the beach. Yeah, you got Florida State. They not that far from that, and they winning right now. So you got different programs. Hey, look, be easy.
And then you got
easy.
Then you got
easy. You got your compliment, Mizzle. Don't take it too far.
No. What I was trying to say to you is my brother. He's a U fan. So welcome.
Hey,
Hurricane.
I'm a Hurricane.
That's what. Yeah. So
and that's why I said that. And that's why I said that. I'm like, don't take it too far. I'm giving you credit. Don't take it too far.
I was just trying to introduce you to another U fan that my buddy used to.
Hey,
You can understand where it gets real quiet in our
he
house.
feel where I'm coming from right now. Then he feel
Yeah, he
exactly
understands.
where I'm coming from. That's what I'm saying. So, but you see what I'm saying? It's all about marketability right now, and
Yes, sir.
Colorado
Yes,
ain't
sir.
marketable. Boulder ain't marketable. It's snow and snow. And so,
It's cold.
what you, hey, it's, y'all having ski resorts up here? Y'all having what y'all doing, Coach Prime? Oh,
Just-
y'all doing it like this up? You got The Rock coming? You got Lil Wayne coming? Oh yeah, hey, I gotta come to Boulder.
yeah, well,
That's what typical came to Boulder. Hey, look,
they
they
won.
making it look lit up there in Colorado.
They won one game.
That's crazy.
I mean,
That's
you
100.
see, again, if they would have won 7 games, right? Say they won 7 games this season and they didn't do none of this stuff, right? You think they'll get on the publicity like this?
Nope.
Ain't no KFC commercial at all.
Yep.
That's foul.
Out of here.
That's
You
foul.
called that one. You called
That was a good one.
He's still he
Yeah,
he's still he's still he,
Curry, boy.
he's still got Affleck. He's got Affleck. He's got the duck.
famous again.
He said ain't no KFC commercial. That's the winner right there, boy.
Hey,
Hey, Red.
but
What's
that's what
happening?
I'm saying.
Say what's up to your cousin.
What up, little cuz? I miss you, fool.
Look at the what they brought in from the portal.
Yeah. Yep. They'll get better.
Then
They
they
gonna get better. They got Warren Sapp on staff now. A bunch of
Yeah.
people finna come.
They gonna get better.
They gonna definitely get better.
They gonna get better.
Yeah. And a
And
lot of
even-
people are transferring for Dion
Yeah, exactly.
because the way he coaches, the way he
school is
lets
smart.
them play.
with all those teams leaving the Big 12, they come in
Yeah.
as a contender, in my opinion.
So, Mizzle, let me ask you this:
Okay.
Have you heard the rumor about Miami
now
and
to
Florida State
answer
going to
either-
the thing
Going where?
to the Big Ten?
Yes, I heard that. As well.
Oh my goodness. No, I didn't hear nothing about that.
They
But-
better not.
They leave, you better bet every dollar you got Clemson's joining.
Well, the
They
ACC
said-
about to fall. It looked like the ACC about to decline like the Pac-12. That's what it's
Yeah,
looking like.
they said the Clemson was gonna go to SEC. The rumor I heard. They said
Well,
Clemson went SEC,
now-
and the other two going to what's the name?
The Big 10.
Yeah.
What you got?
Go
Doug?
ahead.
Well, to answer EJ was no, I was gonna say to answer EJ was his question of what happened to the Pac-12. Basically, it's down to 2, and it all started when the Los Angeles teams, UCLA and USC, committed to the Big Ten starting this year in 2024.
There you go.
With that said, Oregon and Washington are following USC and UCLA to the Big Ten. Arizona State, Utah are going to the Big 12. Colorado makes its return back to the Big 12 starting in 2024. And then Cal and Stanford are going from the Pacific to the Atlantic, which pissed off the Florida State Seminoles, and now the Seminoles are trying to leave the ACC. And of course, as we know, also starting this upcoming year, Oklahoma and Texas will be a part of the SEC. So, in a sense, now instead of a Power 5 conference, you now have a Super 3 conference, which makes no goddamn sense. Nothing says Pacific, nothing says Atlantic Coast Conference than having 2 teams from the Bay Area, and nothing says Big 10 by adding Los Angeles and the Pacific Northwest.
Why would
Meanwhile, Oregon State and Washington. There are some rumblings that is not very happy with Florida State. Florida State is not very happy with the conference, and they're trying to get out. And possibly the U might join them also, because I know Miami, Florida State, and North Carolina were not. They voted no in regard to having Cal and Stanford join their conference. They were
Yep.
very adamant about that. They did not want them joining the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
Those three particular schools in general.
Okay.
So,
That's horrible.
I mean,
They don't belong there.
That's horrible.
Straight up, they don't belong in that conference.
That's
I'm
a
be
lot.
honest with you. If I gotta go up the street to go watch Miami play, I wouldn't be mad. But at the exact same time, I would be mad if I was Miami.
Definitely.
Gotta fly all the way across the country to play
That
Stanford. I'll be
Yeah.
pissed.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kay. I wouldn't be mad going to see Florida State. That's about my best chance of seeing them. So yeah, but they don't belong in the ACC. That's not. I don't like how they doing this conference thing though. It doesn't.
Don't
Money
matter.
talks. That's where it is. Money just talks.
but
Yeah.
money
And
talks.
now these athletes are getting paid.
here's the kicker. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But here's where the Pac-12 messed up, and this is why former Commissioner Larry Scott needs to be chopped upside his head because his idiotic dumbass was stupid on how he got the Pac-12 network and how he refused to put it on one of your biggest sports outlets in DirecTV, and not a lot of people could see the Pac-12 network because it was only on certain platforms. So now you're missing out. So that was stupid number one. Then you decide to not even get any kind of deal at all. So now you look like an idiot again. So now here comes your second market in the country. LA talking about, well, if we're not getting exposure on TV, well, you know what? Screw you. The Big Ten just now signed a deal with CBS.
Yep.
Which now led the SEC to sign a TV, which led the SEC to sign a TV deal with ESPN and ABC. So now you got the Big Ten on Peacock, Big Ten on NBC with their Saturday night game of the week, and now you got the big game on CBS with the Big Ten. Now that the SEC banner is now coming back to ESPN and ABC. Then you got, and of course you got the SEC, and then of course you got the SEC network. Of course, the ACC has a long-term deal with ABC and ESPN, and of course the ACC network. And basically,
Yes.
the Pac-12 or now the Pac-2 is basically just left out to dry with no Vaseline, which is why now Oregon State and Washington State are now playing 6 opponents from the Mountain West starting this year.
That's
So
right
all of this you can really put on. All of this you can put on former Pac-12 Commissioner Larry Scott because Larry Scott dropped the ball when they made the Pac-12 network. They dropped the ball because, okay, I can see most of the Mountain West on CBS Sports Network and Fox Sports 1 and Fox. So I'm not missing out on the Mountain West Conference. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Conference USA. Same thing with the All American Conference. I can find them on an outlet of networks. Okay.
Yes.
I can find the ACC network. I can find the SEC network. Hell, I can go to the Longhorn network for crying out loud and watch Texas if I doggone want to.
This is true.
But
This is true.
I can't watch Arizona, who has a very good basketball program. I can't find them. Why? Because I don't have the Pac-12 network. Or I can't watch Oregon do what they do unless they're on national TV. Why? Because I don't have the Pac-12 network. I am a fan, of course, me growing up in the Bay Area, the Pac-10 / Pac-12 is what I knew because it was all regional back then before they went more national. So, my Saturday mornings were spent watching the Saturday morning cartoons, watching the Pac-10 preview, and then watching the regional stuff on ABC, CBS, what have you. Now, of course, national deals, bigger, TV expansion. Now you can watch teams half across the country, which is the good thing about sports television. But now, I'm sad because I used to go here in Vegas to go watch the Pac-12 tournaments men's and women's in basketball. Now you're not going to have that after this year, which is quite sad.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That's deep.
So I mean, like I said, the Pac-12 dropped the ball big time on trying to get a real good TV deal, and that's why the Pac-12 has now become the Washington State, Oregon State 2.
The Mountain West.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, that's.
That was deep. I wasn't ready for that one, but hey, now it's
Yeah,
knowledge.
lose the Pac-12 is kind of sucked. Just when it started off as the Pac-10, how I was growing up watching it, to get the 2 extra teams, and now for it to be nothing. That's money. Money makes everything. Florida State has to pay $512 million to leave out of the ACC.
Jesus. And Miami right there behind them.
Told
Yeah,
y'all to
but that serves you right because y'all stirring up all this drama in the court system.
Here we go. Here we go.
Y'all over there crying. Y'all over there crying because y'all beat a bunch of JV teams.
Players to stop
Y'all
committing
want to get credit
penalties,
for
we'll
it.
be all right.
Y'all want a cookie. Y'all want a cookie for barely beating Boston College. Hey, shout out to Florida State, huh? Y'all beat them boys by what, 1 point? Shout out to Florida State. Y'all want to go play somebody and then talking about, no, I ain't want to play Georgia. I don't want to play Georgia.
Hey, and I ain't gonna argue that point.
Catch them boys. Man, they had our third.
I ain't gonna argue that point. They all copped out. They should have proved the point by playing in that game. I was very disappointed. As a fan, I didn't even watch the game. Only reason why I saw some of the game because they had the game on while I was getting my oil change for my car.
The crab leg sounds better.
That's a good excuse.
I'll be honest with you. If I would
Go
have been
nowhere else. I wanted to sit down. It was cold outside. Shit.
I was supposed to turn it. I turned off the pinstripes game. I'm gonna just go ahead and be honest with you. I turned that shit smooth off. So I seen Rutgers. I was like, Rutgers finna. Oh, you got me fucked up. Turned that shit right off.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
And that was the Greg Schiano led Rutgers team. Go figure.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, you might well go ahead and take the ball and make him your offensive coordinator. So you might well go get him.
You ain't getting that
Straight up.
Touche.
He don't piss me off 2 years straight.
So little big brother, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
And I'm talking about you and Mizzle's team. Mizzle has already given his 2 cents. I'm gonna ask for your 2 cents. So,
you talking about the Warriors?
Should Mark Davis not
just talking about the Raiders?
No,
okay.
No. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking about the Raiders in regards to taking the tag off of Antonio Pierce. Your thoughts?
I say keep him. Because look at the locker room. Everybody's having so much fun. Like, you saw that game where Josh McDaniel was coaching. No teammates. No players was around him. Not even coaching staff was around him. Devontae Adams' head was in his lap. Now look at Devontae Adams now. He is dancing. He popping his collar and stuff when we win. The motivation of the locker room is way better with AP than it was with Josh McDaniels. I say keep it. Just keep the motivation going. Mark Davis has to put a step down and listen to his players. Because Devontae Adams already came out. Mad Max already came out. You got your 2-star players saying they want AP to be there. So keep AP, man. He a Raider. Who pulls up to a Raider game in a 6'4" Impala? Or red one at that?
You're not wrong.
He let see what Jack Jones said. He lets us be who we are.
Yeah.
He's letting them be the players that they are. So let them players, be coached by somebody that they agree with. Nobody wanted Josh. He can't even be a coach. He's an offensive coordinator.
I thought hire
He
from
didn't do shit in Denver.
that was a bad hire from the beginning.
That was a bad hire.
But he'll be in New England.
As what?
The head coach.
Well, supposedly, if Foxborough does fire the hoodie, supposedly it'll be between Brian Flores and Josh McDaniels, which I really hope they give it to Flores because I'm just like, why should Josh McDaniels even get another chance?
Because that's Bill's boy. That's Bill's boy. Even though they might fire Bill, they're not firing him as a GM. He's still gonna be there. He's gonna be calling the shots.
Ooh,
And McDaniels is a yes man.
That's tough.
McDaniels a yes man. So everyone's overlooking. Everyone's overlooking. Think he's getting fired as a head coach. Okay, that's fine. He's still getting paid by Robert to be the GM.
Well, his draft picks have not panned out. But you know what? I can go on a tangent easily and just say how Belichick is when the certain quarterback is not there because he's an under 500 coach for his career. And yes, I'm including that 36-44 record in Cleveland, but you know, I don't want to be that guy, but you know,
Speaking facts.
Again. But again, how is it that you are supposedly the only person that has been successful off the Bill Parcells tree? You're the only one, supposedly. And the only reason why you are that is because the Patriot Way became one number 12 out of the University of Michigan. That's the only reason why the Patriot Way ever happened. So Gillette Stadium got built because of number 12 and Robert Kraft's money. Okay, because truth be told, if it wasn't for Robert Kraft, who basically came in and cock-blocked because Belichick was going to trade Brady, because he was trying to air Garoppolo to be the heir because he thought Brady was getting long in the tooth, and Robert Kraft said, no, I am the owner, hence why Garoppolo got shipped to Santa Clara, and I had to deal with him for 5 seasons, which he did win my team a lot of. He helped win my team a lot of games, but when you need him to come through the most, well, you already know. Okay.
It's crazy. It's crazy how a team goes
for
up
those
10
that don't
points
know.
And don't run
Bill
the ball.
Parcells came up with a famous quote: "You are record is well on the Mizzle and Dub show. I particularly say, you are what city you play in, and my team does not play in San Francisco. They play in Santa Clara. They play in Santa Clara in the middle of a doggone parking lot called Great America." Just like the Commanders play in Landover, so you are the Landover Commanders. You are the Arlington Cowboys, not the Dallas Cowboys, and you dang sure are the East Rutherford Giants and Jets. And thus you are the Inglewood Chargers and the Inglewood Rams, and you're the Orchard Park Bills.
All facts.
That's big facts.
Up going
Big
in.
facts.
That's big facts.
Because what people don't realize is the last time the East Rutherford Giants actually played a home game in the state of New York was in 1974. And even before then, and before they moved into the Meadowlands in 76, they were playing their home games in Connecticut.
Yep.
And no, I cannot confirm or deny if Ken Kniff was there in the stadium. I can't answer that. So I'm going to leave that one alone.
You just had to do that, didn't you? You just had to do that.
And hey, at least I didn't do the voice, because otherwise you'd be like, keep his ass in Connecticut.
I was waiting for it.
That's where he needs to stay. You'd have had me doing the look like Kay's picture right now.
That's hilarious.
No, K's memes are the gift that keeps on giving. I promise you.
Yes.
But Kay, I do have a question. What's the latest on Jimmy Buckets and when is he coming back to play for the Heat?
Oh yeah. I'm
Um,
interested in that.
I have no idea, but to be honest with you, knowing Jimmy, the type of person I've came to see who Jimmy is, I feel like Jimmy right now is just he probably told the team what's going on, and Jimmy literally just sitting down to show that Tyler's better than what y'all think he is. Duncan's
Ooh.
better than what y'all think he is.
Ooh.
I feel like Jimmy's that type of guy. Like the team will understand, like, you know what I mean? Like you're not hurt, but you're not really hurting the team. Like if we really need you, you know what I'm saying, suit up, you know what I mean, type of situation. So I can't answer the question on when he could be back. I haven't heard anything yet. But I feel like Jimmy probably pulled one of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, for
That's
those
the
of
type of
us,
person he is.
well, well, for those of us that actually watch basketball, we know how good Duncan Robinson is, and we know how good Tyler Hero is. Ask the Lakers about Duncan Robinson last night because Mr. Robinson was basically throwing up everything and saying the bank was open in the
Yes.
110-96 thrashing that the Heat had against the Lakers, which, by the way, again, thank you, Miami Heat. That made us very,
Beautiful.
very happy watching the
True.
Lakers get thrashed.
Duncan has those moments. But Duncan also, he's more one dimensional than Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? Like Duncan's slow.
Damn.
He ain't really that good on defense like that, unless your name Jalen Brown.
Well, I'll be there.
You don't dribble like that unless your name Jalen Brown. I'm honestly, I like Duncan real one dimensional, but he'll give you 30 if you let him shoot that three.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Tyler Hero. Hey, but Tyler Hero, man, Tyler Hero, nice, bro. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't get why people didn't understand his output. Like, he wasn't a Dame. He's not a Dame yet because Tyler Hero had issues. But just think about that situation, right? Like when Tyler Hero was a rookie and he had that little mean face when he was going at the Lakers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What if Miami won?
Ooh.
Tyler Hero would have been a bigger name. He would be a huge name right now, especially in the Spanish community. And he's best friends with Jack Harlow. I said Harlow. He and Jack Harlow, they like best friends.
Yeah.
They from the same place. So it's like it would be a whole thing. Like it would be crazy. Like how James Harden and Lil Baby running around. Like it would be like that. It just be a white version of that.
I'm in tears. I'm in tears right now. No, you did not. No, you did not.
Oh my goodness.
If you give me enough time, I'm gonna find that motherfucker.
No, you did not.
That's wild.
Oh,
that's wild.
I see a meme change
Give me enough time and enough tools.
I see a meme change coming here pretty soon.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, I was already looking for it.
I don't put it past. I don't put it past him.
Hey, let me ask you this.
You never know what you.
How the hell y'all got 8 Pro Bowlers?
They just that damn good. When you leading the conference and everybody, but they. Oh shit! He went there. Why you got the Klay Thompson one, man?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, first off, all that is probably just because of the fans' vote.
Yeah.
Which I don't vote for the NFL All Star Game. That's not what I do. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but I mean, but I mean, when you have a team that is 13-4 like they are, and when you got four guys that have 1,000 yards from scrimmage like the Niners do, and of course Purdy sets the franchise record for most passing yards in a season. That
I give y'all credit for that.
that's probably why they have so many.
Man, just still count Shanahan to the Pro Bowl. God dang it.
I mean, many people, well, many media people. What about the Pro Bowl?
I said, if that's the case,
What do you
just
say?
send Kyle
What'd you say, Kay?
Shanahan to the Pro Bowl. I said, if that's the case, just send Kyle Shanahan to the Pro Bowl. God dang it. Hey, man, I'm not going to sit here and give credit to a bunch of utility players.
He'll
and Debo Samuel. I'm not doing it. Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel,
I'm
and a
not
bunch of utility guys. All right.
I'm not expecting you to do that because I know you well enough to know that that's not who you are. Okay, and fortunately and unfortunately, JP's not on there because obviously the back and forth will be happening, and the three of us will be laughing laughing uncontrollably when you two go back and forth. Which,
making excuses.
which by the way, don't forget. Well, since it's officially midnight, later on today, again, please check our friends, the All Pro Joffos with Country KJP and Matchsticks on the Pineda Brothers Productions page on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, and like I said, it's the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Like I said, Mizzle and I have had the privilege on being on their show many times, and as you can see, they are frequent guests on our show. So please like, subscribe,
you will get the
share.
same passion from Tony. You will get the same passion. This is the same way he's on his own show. It doesn't change.
Yes, it does not change. No filter for nobody. But again, like I said, be a part of the Jaffa Army. Like I said, the All Pro Jaffos. Catch them tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the Pineda Brothers production page on YouTube. They're all over the place. Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly known as Twitter. They're everywhere. And
hey, blood.
Yes.
Scoot away from the mic a little bit, man. You're kissing on the mic, man. Come on. Scoot back a little bit.
I am not kissing the mic, okay? You know what? It's me and Mizzle show. And if my mouth wants to be on the mic, let my mouth be on the mic, dadgummit. All right? At least I can speak into the mic, unlike some other people.
Oh shit, yo, that was great on both sides. That was great on both sides. Thank you, guys.
The comeback was great.
That gummit was glorious. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, that's some words. That's some words I ain't never heard before. You too old to be talking like that.
That's what he shot. No, that's Phillip Rivers. Because you know Phillip Rivers don't cuss. That was his word. That gummit.
That was his word.
K, 27. K, 27 years. I've been dealing with the second and third greatest assholes in the world. 27 years. I'm just telling you.
You know it.
Well, if you're asking who the number one is, it's our dad.
But to which?
30 years.
Well, no, like I said, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Like I said, I gained another family from it. My mom does not call them by their name; she calls them simply sons. That's what she calls them. So I mean,
unless we're in trouble. We too old
yeah. Then she'll start preaching a sermon, and then you're like, oh damn it, she's mad. But no, like their mom is my mom. She calls me son. I call her mom. Literally, I call him my adoptive dad, but literally my name in his phone is Cosell. That is my name in his phone.
110%.
Whenever I text him or call him, you will see the name Cosell in his phone.
That is 110%.
Like when he introduced some people, he says that's Cosell. Straight up.
Straight up.
No, he's like, that's Cosell.
Sports fucking almanac.
That's great.
But no, but the real funny thing is he has 3 simple rules when you if you ever get the chance to meet him.
Okay.
So whenever we had get-togethers, it was okay. 3 simple things. It's 1, say hi to his wife, say hi to him, and by God, close my goddamn door. Those are the 3 simple rules.
Easy.
3 simple rules.
Easy.
But you
Now,
get a pass. It's another one. Don't wear no Niner shit in the couch.
even with me getting a pass, I still don't wear it. Now here's the story. Now this is the first Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. Okay, this is before obviously COVID. This is before COVID happens. So of course, I'm not wearing that gear, even though I get a pass, but I still don't do it because I'm not trying to have Dad go Richmond on me. No, I don't want that smoke. No. Anyhow, so he comes in the garage, and he's like, "What the hell's up with all this Niner shit in my house?" So these two be like, "I dare y'all to say something," and then they all look at me like, "Why y'all looking at me? I'm sleeping here. Don't look at me. I'm not saying not a doggone word. I know the rules. Don't look at me."
I think that was Bell and D.
But no,
it was Steve.
No, it was Steve.
It was Steve. It was Steve.
Steve was the one chiming back, saying, "I know where I'm at. But I'm gonna take it anyway."
That's hilarious.
But anyhow, that we were introduced into some new terms that we ain't gonna say, but it was funny. But I mean, and then there was the one time to where one person came in and did not say hello to Pops, and we're just like, "Oh, damn it! Oh, you don't messed up now." When you don't do that, he'll be like, "Come here. Who's that?"
Who's your boy?
And then we're all like, bro, you might want to go talk to him, because if you don't,
everybody got to go.
I'm like, if you don't say hi, if you don't go say hi to him, there's going to be a rearrangement up in this house, and you don't want that. So you might want to go say hi.
And you don't want me and my brother to get into it, because if we got to chime in, it's like that. You cool, but you got to go. I don't care if you got to ride here or nothing. Well, tell your ride. You got to go.
We're going to the park for a couple hours.
For real. Okay, I got this question. What about the Warriors losing after being up 18 points?
That was pathetic.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that's been hurting them all this time. It's been bad costly turnovers, and the fact that they get outscored in the fourth quarter. Like I said earlier in the show, if you look at the third quarter, the Warriors outscore the Nuggets 44-24 in the third, and in the fourth, the Nuggets outscore the Warriors 36-20. But again, I go back to that last sequence before Jokic set the banks open. If you look at the replay and you look at the top of the key, Chris Paul is standing butt naked by himself. And Chris Paul could either catch it and either set up the mid-range or try to drive to the hole and draw a foul and get to the line. Instead, you're trying to pass cross-court, and you literally throw it right into the hands, and you literally throwing it right to Jamal Murray. It's almost like Neil O'Donnell throwing it right to Larry Brown in Super Bowl 30, which is asinine to me.
And they teach you in NJB not to make that pass.
No.
In organized sports of basketball, you don't make that pass in any kind of clutch situation. You make the smart pass. The ball should touch around the upper top of the key. That's how you swing it around. It shouldn't have been that type of pass. And Curry knows that. But we've been living and dying with that the moment we drafted him. The moment the Warriors drafted him, he's been making those passes for years. And what do we say? Damn, Curry, just make the simple pass. We've been saying that his whole career in this uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So are we missing Draymond Green, or
no?
Is it just bad play?
Yes.
No, I don't think we're missing Draymond. No. Yeah, okay. Honestly, yes and no. Because he's the one that slows things down and kind of keeps everything in order. But I like the chemistry that this squad is bringing right now. I still think they lose this game even if Draymond was playing.
Ooh, that's tough. Because you're missing a lot of rebounds from Draymond, of the assists from Draymond.
But you're also going to still get those antics for Draymond Greens where he causes those fouls to put those technicals and those fouls. We all know that man ain't changing. This
True,
little,
well, he's
but on the court, in that situation though, in that situation that you just mentioned, Curry never orchestrates in key moments.
Facts.
Curry's always a flower. He runs up the floor. So Draymond always orchestrates. So he's the one that orchestrates that. Draymond makes that pass to Chris Paul no matter how much he hates him. Draymond makes that pass.
I agree.
And here's the thing. That's coming from me. I don't even like Draymond.
This has been mentioned multiple times on many shows. This is facts.
I don't even like him. So if I'm saying that, I'm aware of I had to concede the same way I had to concede this season that y'all was semi-good. Well, you were better than Miami because you beat us. Granted, you cheated. But that's neither here nor there. It's a safety and a turnover and momentum. But that's neither here nor there. Or it could be both. But all I'm saying is yeah, undefeated, huh? Okay.
I already went through this shit with
this.
you. We ain't doing it again. I already did this shit
really
with you.
do.
We ain't doing it again. That's that hurricane passion coming out.
It was too easy. It was just too
I
easy. But
understand.
no, all seriousness though, y'all really need Draymond because he's like you said, slows everything down. That's what y'all need. Y'all too fast
We're
paced.
missing those 12 rebounds.
Well, that and y'all young players ain't worth nothing.
It's more than the 12 rebounds. It's more. It sucks that he is like everything. He's everything. Just imagine if he didn't have that attitude that he has. If he just straight played basketball.
Yeah.
The Warriors don't win 4 rings.
And what kills me is
around our chest in one body.
What kills me is he knows that he's needed, and he still does this stupid shit on the court. That's what lets me know that he doesn't care. And all what's going on right now that he had to go through, he doesn't care. He's still gonna go out there. He told you that. I'm gonna be Draymond Green. I'm gonna go out there and play basketball. I don't need that, man. His style of play ain't what the NBA is going with right now. I love it because that's what I grew up watching. How Draymond Green plays, that's what I watched growing up. The Pistons, that's Draymond Green. But that ain't the NBA right now. They want points. They want the ball to be moved around. They don't want that aggressiveness that he plays, which is good for basketball.
Shoot it.
That's all. That's all they want. And you're right, Kay. He is needed.
Yeah, but
But I still think they can win without him.
here's another piece of credit that I hate to admit. Um, without Draymond Green, Steph Curry would be a clown.
Ooh.
If you look back and no, listen though. When Steph Curry was with Monte, he wasn't cool.
That's why Monte had to go.
No, Monte had to get up out of there because he kept pulling out his penis
Monte had
to
to go.
staff
Oh, yeah,
members.
he couldn't
That's
stop
why he had to get up out of there.
He was Brett Favre.
Yeah, he was a wild boy. He had to get up out of there. But outside of that, I mean, when Draymond started playing after Mark Jackson, that's when stuff got cool. All them celebrations, all the stuff he was doing. Yes, he was making his same threes. I mean, yeah, but he didn't have a backbone. No one was afraid of Steph. No one was afraid of all of that. Not saying that they're not afraid of him now because of his game. I'm saying the fact of you can't, like, everybody's saying the same thing, but it's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like take other people's point and put it here, but it makes sense. Like if you hit Steph before, like Steph used to get hurt like nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this. I was at the game with JaVale McGee. I was sitting on the 7th row and right in front of Draymond Green's best friend, right? I'm in the 7th row. Rest in peace, my brother Cristiano. I was at the Warriors game when JaVale McGee landed on Steph Curry ankle against the Hawks, I think it was.
Y'all know this.
All Warriors at that game. I literally was like, well, he's finna get his butt whooped in the locker room. I said that for certain. Ain't no doubt about it. They about to jump JaVale, bro. That's what's about to happen. Ain't no doubt around it. They about to jump him because he might have just jeopardized their whole season. You know what I'm saying? Just by not paying attention, being clumsy, and he didn't even necessarily have to even do all that to get that. You know what I'm saying? In that situation.
And JaVale is very clumsy and a goof tree.
JaVale McGee.
Well, we all know when Steph
JaVale
Curry
McGee.
Tragic Bronson. But we all know when we saw Curry go down, we all hold our breath because those ankles were just brittle every time. So yeah, and when Draymond Green is the enforcer. That we're just gonna put that out there. Draymond Green is a person that will take those technicals, take those fouls to protect Clay, Curry, and everybody else. We know that.
Well, he choked the nigga out, so I trust any nigga that's gonna run up.
And well,
I mean, if my picture speaks 1,000 words,
you see what
I mean, it was warranted. You watch your boy get choked. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do, man?
You go protect, and we know that Draymond Green is the enforcer of the team. But notice when Gobert got choked, there was no Timberwolves fans doing what Draymond Green did when he saw his teammate get choked out. So you want Draymond Green to go down a back alley with you. You know he gonna have your back. But what I'm trying to say is that let's be more cautious with what you do. You are now a marked man. You know that. The league has come out and said that whatever you do because of what you've done, this is what we're doing with you right now.
Yeah, but you said it earlier. He ain't gonna change.
He said it. But I believe he's one fuck up away from being suspended again indefinitely, and ain't no point of no return.
Yeah, but hey, that nigga Cat was a sucker. You watch your own teammate get choked out like that, and all you do is like the nigga.
My boy was on observe and report mode. You hear him? Hey, that boy was on observe and report. I got a pocket full of quarters.
That's the big eyes like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. Man, that's your teammate, man. He getting choked out.
Hey, my boy was asking for a chip on national security. My boy was out here.
Business decision.
Can I get a chip?
For sure.
Oh, that was Cam Newton, the Super Bowl decision for sure. Hey, Cam made the Cam Newton decision like, I ain't diving.
That fumble. Yeah, I ain't picking that up.
Yeah, Cam looked at that ball. The Super Bowl was like, yeah, I'm good, brother. This is a Super Bowl. There is no other next week. If you get hurt, guess what?
But look at game 1 the next season. Did you see how the Broncos was hitting them? Hey, I feel like you made the right decision. Yo, the very next season, week 1, you put them against each other. Boy, Von Miller was flipping Cam Newton left and right, bro. Hey, bro, it was disgusting. I don't know if you remember that game, but I do. I was like, they was teeing him up, bro. Oh, him and Bradley Chubb was teeing off on Cam, bro. It was ugly.
Ugly.
Cam didn't have a chance. He didn't stand a chance. Once he made that pip decision, like, oh yeah, we on your ass.
You saw what it was about.
We know what to do.
Dub, make sense of this. Get us back in line.
Hey, could I comment on something y'all said earlier?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Go ahead.
Of course.
Y'all mentioned it. Like when I first switched the picture, Dub had talked about it a little bit. About the Pro Bowl. So the reason why I put this picture up because I was triggered on the Pro Bowl. I was triggered. I want to understand how the fuck you have the best safety in the fucking NFL, bring up all these stats, and y'all got him as a goddamn reserve.
Ooh.
Antoine
Winfield Jr. is the best safety in the NFL.
Winfield, yes.
The best safety in the NFL, you got him as a reserve.
I'm not.
Your homerness is valid. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue this one. No, this is facts. You're not. Look. Cookies and bogeys. You ain't got no argument.
On the worst team in the NFC, and they put him as a starter. Make this make sense to me. Now, like I don't understand. Like,
well, if you want to make sense, it ain't gonna make sense. That's the thing. You want something to make sense, it ain't gonna make sense. When it makes sense, it's never gonna make sense.
Like, I feel like they might as well just say the Dolphins just gonna play the Bills or something. They might as well just do that or to play the Niners. The Dolphins play the Niners. Let's just make that the Pro Bowl. Like, like this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, what we got to do to get a bid? The Super Bowl year, they didn't bid nobody. Nobody. No, not one person. Not one person on this team deserves to go to the Pro Bowl. Did Antoine Winfield does everything a defensive player can do. He got a stat for everything, and you don't even give him a bid. Come on, bro.
Something ain't right, huh?
Well, I could be a homer too. Check this out. Mad Max is in the top 5 category in damn near every stat. Do you think he gonna get Defensive Player of the Year?
Nope.
Do you think Max deserves that? Yep. I'm just gonna be a homer. So I see what you're talking about. That's a different category. Pro Bowl and MVP. But I was just piggybacking on where you was going with that. Like, yeah,
I feel you.
He should not be reserved.
Hey,
I definitely feel you. I mean, to combat that, I mean, Winfield should be on that list with Max because Winfield has changed games. I mean, this season.
Facts.
So we doing that.
No, I'm not gonna argue that. Like I said, I'm not gonna argue when you talking about Winfield. I didn't see the young man play football. That your man is a
you ain't hear me go crazy. You ain't hear me say no Baker. No. If I'm gonna say anybody, I'm gonna say Tweez. I'm gonna say Tweez, and I'm gonna go Mike. I'm gonna say them to the moon get red. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna say that.
Even though Baker's had a very good solid season.
Facts.
For sure. Not starting Pro Bowl quarterback season though.
No. But he's been spectacular.
Mike Evans should automatically be in the Pro Bowl because all he does is get 1,000 yards with no matter who's the quarterback.
Every season.
He's the most consistent wide receiver in the NFL. We can talk Devontae Adams and all we want to, but Mike Evans has got 1,000 yards with each and every quarterback that has tossed him a ball. And yes, we're talking about Jameis Winston as well. And I know how. I'm not trying to throw salt in open wound. I'm trying to give Mike Evans credit. That man has been consistent every year. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer, if you ask me. First ballot for
I
sure.
agree. And we gotta also throw Josh McCown and Mike Glennon in there, Mizzle. I was helping. I promise you. I was helping you. I was strengthening your point. I promise you.
He said Mike Glennon.
Mike
Glennon.
That was Mike Evans' rookie year with Josh McCown and Mike Glennon.
Oh.
They split time, and he still got a ban.
So that's a first ballot Hall of Famer right there. If you go put Megatron in the Hall of Fame for whatever he did, Mike Evans has been the most consistent wide receiver since he got drafted. Am I lying, K?
No, not at all. Not at all. But can I ask you this, Doug? What's your, because you got, everybody says y'all got the best offensive lineman. I think y'all got the best UFC player or University of Florida player. You can pick one. They do the same thing. I think y'all got the best. Him at offensive left tackle, I think he should be a multi-sport athlete, but that's neither here nor there. My question is, what's your take on Tristan Wirfs?
Tristan was very good in the Super Bowl year. You guys went to the Super Bowl. 2020, he was outstanding. He was fantastic. And I think injuries have hurt him just a bit. But I will say this, when he is right, when he is 100%, you know what you're getting from him.
When he took off on Richard Sherman?
So, hey, didn't he? Didn't he know?
Just go watch the replay if you don't. Go watch the replay if you don't know what we're talking about, folks. When he is right, when he's right, he's one of the best tackles in football.
The reason why I asked that because Tristan moved to left this year.
When he's healthy, when he's right.
Okay, so
Correct.
The reason why I asked that is because Tristan moved to left this year, and I just kind of wanted your take on that because he's played. I think he played all season. I think he's going into his 18th. I don't know if he missed the game.
Yes, I have not seen him on an injury report all season long. But I'm saying, well, when you can make the transition from right tackle to left tackle, because Colt Miller did the same thing. Because Colt Miller was drafted as a right tackle, and now he's become one of the best. Become one of the best left tackles in football. So
Staple,
I mean,
you beat to my point, damn it! Stop segueing.
But I mean, facts are facts.
No, I got it. No, I understand. I take that. I can accept that. That's fine because Tristan only been in the league 3 years. So I mean, for that to be the take, you know what I mean? He said himself, Trent and dang, I forgot the other guy's name. The other tackle. I forgot the other tackle he mimics his game out of. So that's the reason why I asked that question. We got the almanac here. Why not ask that?
100%.
I got
a question real
quick. What was the best hit in Pro Bowl?
Come on now. Stop this shit.
Come on now.
Really?
Come on now.
Really?
You already know. Number 26.
Why you
45
you gonna ask that? You gonna ask that question?
45 when you first got there. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Come on now. I'm not. Hey, he just asked that question to get me. Hey, round up. Honest shit. Everybody knew that game was there for fun. Sean Taylor took that as a football game. That man got on shoulder pads and a helmet. He can get hit like everybody else.
Everybody.
Well, that's when Floridians was trying to like play football instead of
John Taylor was looking for contact. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for some action, and by God, he found it.
He almost risked the check that he was gonna get for playing in that Pro Bowl by hitting that damn punter.
and he would have not cared.
Not at all. He's a football player.
He would have not cared.
That hit was equivalent to Vince Carter jumping over Buddy in the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not the nuts grazed on the forehead.
That was
Yeah,
equivalent.
crazy.
Impact,
Hey,
moment, wow
hey,
factor.
he grazed
whole
2
game.
beans. And he dunked
Yeah,
on
it
somebody while
definitely
grazing
bro.
2 beans on his forehead, bro.
Yeah.
That's legendary.
That's
And KG
disrespectful.
almost knocking him out because KG was gonna sleep because he didn't know that was coming. He didn't know. He had no preparation. He clenched his jaw, his chin was up. He was gonna knock him out, boy. He was gonna be out of there, snoring right up there in doggone in Beijing. He didn't knock. No, he was in Sydney. He would have been slumped in Australia.
That was in Australia. Yeah. I mean, you're just not because you're like you're. It's like okay,
KG was more
he
pumped
stole the
than that.
ball.
Man, KG got workman hands.
Well, yeah, no, because you're like okay, he stole the ball. He steals the ball. I'm like, no, he's not. No, this nigga, he's really jumping in the. He's jumping.
That nigga took 2 steps.
He just teabagged him. He just
Hey.
teabagged him.
Literally.
Hey, he grazed 2 beans on that dude's forehead. I was like, my whole expression was like almost like when Shaq had that big ass camera when he was recording at the All-Star game and he rose up.
Yeah.
Hey, that was my expression when I saw him. Like, yo, did I just see Vince Carter just literally just jump over somebody that's over 7'2"? I believe the dude was like 7'2". If I could be exaggerating, I think he was 7'2".
No, he was 7'2". He was 7'2".
And Vince Carter ain't nowhere near a height of 7'2", and he grazed his beans on his forehead and dunked on him in an Olympic event. Bro, you are famous the rest of your life for getting dunked on by Vince Carter. When you type in Vince Carter in Google, that's the first thing that's gonna come up, and the second thing that's gonna come up is him hanging on the rim in Oakland in the slam dunk contest. Those are the 2 dunks that are gonna pop up. I promise you. Google it now.
Crazy. That crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Them 2 cousins had the NBA on lock for like 4 years.
Tracy McGrady.
Him and T-Mac, they had the NBA on lock for 4 years strong.
On the same team.
Well, no, because T-Mac got peeled out, and that's when he kind of like flourished.
Yeah.
But T-Mac scored what, like 13 points in like less than a minute to win a game?
Oh, that's when he was with Houston?
No, it was something crazy. Yeah, it was something crazy. It was like
13 points. 13 points in like 31 seconds. 31 seconds.
Yeah. And
like,
won the game.
Reggie Miller and won the game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Against the Spurs.
I'm not gonna give Reggie
against
Miller
the Spurs, mind you.
Push off. That was clearly a push off. I ain't giving Reggie Miller no credit with that. That was a clear push off. Get out of here with that. That should have been an offensive foul. Whatever. Hey, but he still nailed the shot though. It was a push off, but he still nailed the shot. I give him the credit, but I ain't gonna give him that full credit on that one. Not at all.
Did Jordan push off?
He messed himself up when did the choke. Oh no, he
did Jordan push off? No. Jordan didn't push off. That was not there's a difference. There's a difference with a push off. Jordan just glided that nigga right by. Like, hey, bro, you played a very good game.
Yeah, good game.
I'm just gonna easily just pat you on the ass and say good game, and I'm just gonna have this moment where I'm pulling up, and guess what? That is one of the most greatest pictures ever taken. When Jordan pulled up and made that shot, it started off with Brian Wilson getting patted by.
It was a great pitch. He definitely pushed off though. that was great soliloquy by you, but he pushed off like a mug.
You know I'm gonna give the great one his pass. You know I'm gonna give the great one his pass.
It was beautiful, but I mean, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. He did it. He did it though. He pushed him. Kobe be pushing. Steph definitely be pushing. Steph be 2-hand pushing. 2-hand pushing.
Kobe pushing.
Everybody be pushing. James Harden be traveling and pushing.
All of them. Hey, I don't know how basketball is not basketball because James Harden takes 3 to 4 steps to set up his jump shot. Let's just be real.
The only person I commend for actually shooting the ball is LeBron, because he don't push. He look at the ball and shoot it.
Facts.
He looks at it and shoots.
After he
He
travels,
does look away. He does
He
look
travels
away.
for show. He travels for show. For show. LeBron does everything like he about to dunk the ball. But for show, he travels. And then he looks at the ball, then he shoots it. He don't push off.
He's not even looking at the rim.
He's not even looking at the rim. That's the crazy part.
He's not even looking at the rim. My man looking at
Now-
the Nikes.
Now,
LeBron
Kay,
said,
did
"Don't
you?
Don't look at the rim. He's dunking it.
Kay, were you ever taught the? Kay, were you ever taught the number one rule of quarterbacking?
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I don't think he know this one. I don't think he ready.
That's why I'm asking him.
I feel like this is a trick question.
No, that ain't a trick
No,
question.
it's not a.
It's
It's
not a-
not a trick
It's not a
question.
What, protect the ball?
They oh yeah.
That-
Don't pat that ball before you throw it.
But
Don't pat
don't
that
do-
bitch.
don't-
before you throw it.
Oh,
Don't do the
oh,
Eli.
yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah,
what-
don't pat the
Do
ball.
not
Whatever
do
you
the
do,
Eli.
don't do the Eli.
Don't do the Eli. Pat that ball before you throw it, because
Don't do the
That's
Eli.
an interception waiting to happen.
these grounds for something not to go the right way.
He got lucky. Eli
And then he'll
got
go
lucky.
get some. And then he'll go
Yo,
get some
I
red
don't
hot.
know who. I don't know which one of their TTs or their grandmas was praying. The Abdullahs was praying for that game in New York, boy. But they had all the goddamn old Bariquas over there praying at one church. Cause David Tyree catching that ball off his helmet when Buddy ain't do nothing all season. Yo, they was praying. They were praying hard in New York. You ain't gonna tell me that wasn't nothing but the power. That boy ain't do jack diddly all year. Mario Manningham made amazing catches all season the year before. And
Yes.
my man was not the memorable moment in the Super Bowl. Crazy. David Tyree.
And that's somehow
And how did
somehow
Eli
Eli
even get out of
escaping the
the
big
pocket?
paw of Richard Seymour.
That's what I was saying. How did
Yeah,
he
because
get out
Richard
of the
Seymour was
pocket?
Richard Seymour was about
The
to
power
Richard
of
Seymour was about
prayer.
to literally drag him down.
The power of prayer.
Everybody in church had a Bible in their hand.
Look, every movie I've seen in New York that they talk about Spanish community, they grandma be at the church. They mama be at the church. They daddy be at the church. All the elders is at the church. And I'm 1,000% certain they was at the church
Sir.
that day.
Yeah.
Serving communion.
That
That
was,
was Super Bowl Sunday at night.
it
That was a
This
night
is the body
game.
of our Lord and Savior
was a miracle.
Jesus
It was a miracle.
Christ.
Man, they were praying hard. But for Eli, for
The
all
blood
of
of
them,
Jesus Christ.
they were praying.
That was a
Take,
prayer.
eat. This is my body, which is broken for you.
It was a prayer
This do
catch.
in remembrance of me.
It was on the top of his helmet.
Hey, Dub, this ain't first
They be the
Sunday.
Yeah,
undefeated
it was.
team.
Take it
Yeah.
easy, Dub. This ain't first Sunday.
My bad.
We ain't
They be the undefeated team.
My bad.
That was power prayer.
Yeah, y'all done got Dub started. He thought it's first Sunday.
we done mentioned the Bible.
Yeah, he thought it was
Light,
first Sunday.
lightning just struck him like, yes.
Hey, I want anybody in the NFL world or anybody fan community to show me David Tyree regular season catch that year.
It wasn't nothing spectacular.
That's spectacular. Tell me something spectacular. Anything between two
You,
people.
you ain't go.
I'm
Hey, brother,
running
you
the
ain't go
slant.
find it. Hey, what my boy say in the 5 heartbeats? You want my spot flash? Well, guess what? You ain't go get it. You ain't go find it.
Hey,
No one-
you gotta throw
nobody
in that
came to
boot
see you,
at the
Otis.
back end.
No
Hey,
one.
that's my
Nobody came
movie.
to see you, Otis.
Oh, that's my movie. I just watched it the other day. That's
Y'all not right. Y'all not
I
right.
got nothing but love for you, baby.
Hey, this is hilarious. Hey, Dub is blending two movies together. This is hilarious. You blended
That's
two
what I
movies.
do.
This is great.
I
You
mix and
blending
match.
the
That's what I do.
Temptations
That's what-
with 5 heartbeats.
yes.
oh, that's why I was talking about the 5 heartbeats. I think that's why he
I
was
know
singing
he
it.
brought
That
up
nigga went to
Otis.
Temptation.
Oh, he
Who
did
is
say
this?
that. That's right. That's why I was wondering about like why you talking about Otis? I'm talking about the 5 heartbeats. There's no nigga named Otis in the 5
Hey,
heartbeats. Thank you,
I've
Kay.
been over here dying.
No, but
dying.
no, but
Leon played both roles.
But-
We understand.
Leon wasn't both movies. So there you go.
Very
Which,
correct.
by the way, that is
But
one
you
very
blended 2 movies
talented
into
actor.
one segment.
Oh yeah, Leon is
No,
very
well,
very.
well, I had.
Hey, tell
Okay,
him, Dub.
so
Hey,
you
who
mentioned
name is
David-
on the tag? Who name is on the tag? It's the Mizzle and Dub show. Damn it, I do what the hell I want.
I just hope the nigga stop stuttering. Shit.
So David,
I'm all good. Hey, look, if you
David
swerving the call on
Tyree-
purpose, I ain't mad at you. All I'm just asking is a question. That was it.
David Tyree. So you want to know about David Tyree? 83 career, and this is from ProFootballReference.com, where I get a lot of my information from. David Tyree, oddly enough, was a one-time Pro Bowler. I'm going to say that again. He was a one-time Pro Bowler. Yes. Okay. 83 career games. 83 career games. 54 catches. 650 yards. 4 touchdowns.
Hold
You just proved the K point. You just came about to go in.
So many questions, and Dub, you got all the answers right now for me. First question, I can guarantee I already know the answer. The year he went to the Pro Bowl, was it after they went to the Super Bowl and won and he made that catch?
Yep.
No, it was actually 2 years in 2005.
It's 2 years after?
2005.
So that was the second Super Bowl.
2005, he made the Pro Bowl.
So the second Super Bowl.
2 years before. No. 2 years before they won the first one. Because remember, he missed 2008.
So he got it 2 years before. Okay.
And then, yeah.
With 54 catches.
So, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry. I had you messed up. My bad.
54 career catches. His most catches in a season was 19 in 2006. Okay.
Hey, so
the
that
year
Pro
they
Bowl
went,
was a special teamer. Was it that sound like that was a special? Did he make the Pro Bowl as a special team? Because I'm sitting here thinking it was a special team.
No, okay.
Oh, I take back my apology, man. What the fuck?
Okay. The year he went to the Pro Bowl, he played in 13 games, had 5 catches for 52 yards and 1 touchdown.
That was definitely special teams. Because I'm over here sitting here like
the year
50 something catches. How you get to the Pro Bowl with 50 something catches in your career?
The year they went to Super Bowl 42 and upset the Patriots. His 2007 season stats. He played in 12 games. 4 receptions. 4 receptions for 35 yards. Those were his season stats.
My goddamn
4 catches for 35 yards. And peep this, 2 of them went for first downs.
I
Take
swear,
the apology back,
I wouldn't have been good for a month. I wouldn't have been no good for a cool month after that Super Bowl. Don't talk to me. Don't bother me, bro. Don't ask me about the Super Bowl. Don't ask about David Tyree, bro. Don't leave me alone, dog. 4 catches on the whole damn season. And he won the damn game. Bro, oh, man. Oh, my God. Yo, I would have been uncontrollably mad. They would have thought I would have lost my mind, bro. They would have tried to put me in the hole, bro. I would have been like, there's no way. Bro, 4 catches on the season, bro. 2 for first downs.
Yeah, you need to take that apology back.
Yeah,
I took it back immediately. Hey, look, 54 catches on 83 games is wow. It is wow. That's why you didn't have a catch a game, and you were significantly off of those things, boy. It wasn't like you had 74 catches or like 77.
Wait, Dub, did you say his high in the season was 19?
19.
I would have been no good for about a month.
The most he had in his season was 19 catches.
I see why Randy Moss don't want to talk about that Super Bowl. I completely understand it from a different level now. A different level. Like, not even as an athlete. Like, I couldn't have took that as a regular person. Like, somebody start your job, they get one thing right. It promote them to 2 positions above where it was at. You ain't gonna feel right. You ain't gonna feel right. Hey. Yo, you gonna be ready to fight too.
So,
you did everything good. You better work on time. You been nice to everybody. You been the meme up.
Rookie year 2003, 16 catches. 2004, his second year, 10 catches. 2005, his Pro Bowl season, 5 receptions. 2006, his career high in receptions.
Special teams.
19.
Yeah,
Super Bowl season. 4 catches, 35 yards. And oh, by the way, played in 10 games with the Ravens in 2009. No catches, no stats at all.
Hey, I'm breaking my helmet. I agree with
I went down to civilization and it would have been good. I know, like, because people not right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just not right sometimes. Like, they don't understand, like, give me some time. It just happened like a week ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to talk about that right now. Like, I wouldn't have been good. I would have been really good. I would have had to have like a Keegan Michael Key, the English translator. Like, I would have had to have that. Like, I would have needed somebody to be my buffer between me and civilization about a month. About a month. Because I know 4 weeks is about enough time for me to be able to process that. I let somebody with 4 catches and 35 yards
go to the Pro Bowl.
win this game for us. And we won every game we played. Every game. Like, they said, we won. Like,
hey, wasn't it Rodney Harrison? Wouldn't that catch on Rodney Harrison?
I think so.
Yes, it was.
2 people. It was on 2 people. So
the biggest mouth in sports allowed that to happen. Go figure. Rodney Harrison. Yeah, I never liked Rodney Harrison anyway. So
look, he getting all the credit. He get all the credit for that catch. And the other guy, he just lost in the space. He deserved that same credit. It's 50-50. He was right there too. Because ain't no way. We get to that locker room. And I'll be honest, I do not promote this in no form or fashion, and I never conducted myself in this situation. But I'm saying, scenario speaking, I'd have had to still off on 2 people. Two people. Or I'd have had to get there, like, let it be known immediately, like, hey, look, my boy, I don't know what you got to do, but you better put your hands on because I'm going to hit you, bro. I'm going to hit you. It's 2 of y'all. He had 4 catches for 35 yards before today. It was 2 of y'all. Y'all say high low like nothing. There was no communication. It was 2 of y'all, bro. Like 4 hands, 4 eyes, 1 man. Caught this thing off his helmet between 2 of y'all, bro. Like, no. My bad. Hey, look.
No apologies needed. No apologies needed.
You asked how I felt, and that's exactly how I would feel as one athlete, or again, in any other situation where I'm getting treated this way. 4 catches, 35 yards, bro. I don't even know how to quantify that into anything else. 4 catches, 35 yards. His high was 19.
Hey, didn't Randy Moss have like 3? Didn't Randy Moss have like 3 catches, like 100-something yards, and 3 touchdowns or some shit on like 3 catches?
He was eating up the stats. I'll tell you that with just
Randy
the few
Moss
catches.
went crazy. David Tyree had 1 catch for 26 yards in the win.
Nah, bro, you give him too much credit. It was the helmet that caught the ball. He didn't catch shit.
Yeah, he grabbed on and held on for dear life. You gotta get that man his credit. Hey, look, if he don't hold on for dear life, oh, you better believe Tom Brady got 10 rings. They would have went on for a little way. They would have kept going for a little bit. They'd have won that one. Him and Randy. Oh yeah, that confidence would have been crazy. They would have went back to fight. They would have went back.
This is good. This is way too good.
My man said, "Fuck."
Y'all laughing so hard because y'all feel that completely in y'all own field.
No,
even Doug, in baseball, I can easily quantify this in the baseball. You got a guy that's making errors every single time you saw it. In spring training, he can't catch a dang on ground ball. He can't catch a sky ball. The sun always in his eyes. Like pop flies, be like, he can't catch nothing. He got to throw it in. Like, come on, bro. And they give him starting job. Starting day, opening day, they give him starting role. Boy, everybody in that club be mad as hell. Mad as hell.
Now, Kay, you really want to go off? Here's the kicker, and this is going back to David Tyree. In Super Bowl 42, David Tyree, 3 catches, 43 yards, and he caught a touchdown pass.
That boy's trash. They want to lose. They want to lose. If nobody observed the scouting report at all. Nobody watched it. Hey, be real with it. I can't blame him. The man had 4 catches for 35 yards on the whole year. Who would think he'd break his season record and win?
They were probably looking at film like, yeah, we ain't got to worry about him.
You're damn right. Who's this guy?
Yeah, that's probably the only time Bill fast forwards him.
You ain't got to worry about David Tyree. He won't be a factor.
They had Joe Judge watching special teams, so I don't know why Joe ain't say nothing. He went to the Pro Bowl for special teams 2 years before that. Joe ain't say, yeah, and he get a starting job not too long ago. What Joe Judge is doing? Hey, Cat Williams should have came out and be like, what was your antenna? Joe Judge did not do his job.
Oh, God.
Now we figured it out. Who was to blame for that loss in the Super Bowl? You can't blame Brady or Belichick. You got to blame Joe Judge. Because the special teams player won, he the special teams coach, and he did not do his scouting report. He didn't fill it out at all. He just thought they was going to win. We got it, man. He just threw something together real quick. He just BS the system.
I'm in fucking tears right now.
That is great. That's great.
Real quick, Kay, before we call tonight, keys to victory for your beloved Buccaneers to win their 3rd consecutive NFC South title.
Oh, shit.
I'm from Florida.
He's from Florida.
He's from Florida, yeah.
There we go.
He's a Floridian.
He lost some words.
Brian Burns.
Yes.
Yeah, no, honestly, I am kind of worried, to be honest with you, because this is one of them trap games for sure. Because how everybody be like how Bryce ain't doing this and that, but Bryce had a couple 300-yard games this season.
Indeed.
He can potentially do that again with Chark, and it's like Carlton Davis in concussion protocol still, so he probably ain't gonna play. So we got to rely on Zion and Jamel, or how Mike Williams called him, Melvin. And I miss White Williams because I hate Ryan Ryan Neal. Oh my God, I hate Ryan Neal. But whatever. As far as the keys to answer your question, ball distribution is key. I don't think they have many like DBs to cover our guys. So we have to actually get the ball out. So we have to have like really intelligent offensive play calling. I feel like that's the way we gotta win the game because Dave Canellis, he'll get real Madden-y sometimes, and that's how we'll lose.
Well, all right.
Well, I mean, it's very simple. Bucks win. Bucks win. They're in. Like I said, we hope you guys appreciate this almost 3.5 hour edition of the Mizzle and Dope Show. Special thanks to Denzel Daniels of the Las Vegas Insomniacs. His team plays Sick With It on Sunday as A7FL Fall Brawl returns. Again, don't forget to check out the All Pro Joffos later on today with Country K, JP, and DJ Mad Sticks. Like I said, please like, share, but more importantly, please subscribe to their page. Special thanks to Country K. Always a pleasure to have him on the show. And our little big brother, who was also a help behind making this beat. That is the theme song to the Mizzle and Dub Show. He's asked, and he finally came on, and we appreciate his thoughts, of course. Me and Mizzle will be back later on this week with show number 150. And as again, it's the final week of the NFL season.
And me and the boy gonna cook up another one for y'all next edition show. So I've been working with DeAndre. We're gonna make another beat for y'all. So the next edition will be coming.
Breaking news.
And of course, and of course, special shout out to the super dope beat maker known as Zordak, our nephew, his son, who's also in the lab trying to make another beat for the All Pro Joffos. So he is full of talent and he is full of beats.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not done. We're not done yet. We cooking with Greek over here, man.
News for me. She appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys giving that young man a chance.
Well, I mean, Jay,
I'll let you guys down. I promise you. You have something nice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not one of those parents that smokes up his child's ass. I will tell him if the beat is weak.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those. I don't give out support, what you call them little trophies if you don't win. I don't give out those.
No,
participation trophies.
I don't give out participation trophies. I love music. Yeah, I love music too much. And if my son did not make good music, number one, you will not hear it on this show, and I will not be promoting him. So he has earned to keep to be the super dope beat maker. That he put in the work.
And I appreciate y'all acknowledging us for making the beat for this episode and stuff. So, like I said, we still cooking with grease. We're gonna have something else for y'all soon. And just wait on it. We're coming.
Nice.
To quote prime time, but nonetheless, thank you to all of our guests that came in and chimed in and chatted with us and asked us questions. As always, we appreciate y'all. Of course, YouTube on the live page, of course, live on mine and Mizzle's personal Facebook page. So you can't not miss us. But nonetheless, again, special thanks to Denzel Daniels. Special thanks to our good friend of the All Pro Joffos, Country K, Kawante Foster, and of course, our little big brother, the one, the only, Mr. Rude Mouth himself. For Mizzle, I'm Double A, You have been watching episode number 149 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. And as always, it is 5 o'clock some damn where. Nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. Be safe, take care of yourself and each other. God bless y'all. And we will see you for episode 150. And you've been watching the Mizzle and Dub Show.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Hey.